Hello. Are you ready?
I am. Yeah, I think so. I think everything's
Okay.
kind of working. So,
Yes.
yeah.
All good. Hi guys. This is Simon. I'm sure all of you know him as Ginger GM, and we're gonna do a lesson today. I'm very excited.
We are. Yeah, it's exciting times. I haven't done many of these. I don't really do like one-on-one teaching anymore because I do like loads of video work and stuff like that.
Mm,
But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this one. I mean, it's you've only been playing, and I got this information earlier, Lula, for like 2 years and 2 months, right? That's crazy.
yes.
So,
Thank you.
so
Yeah, two
how do you
years,
think
two
your
months.
progress has been in 2 years and 2 months?
Oof. Um, I think it was good, and then feel like I had a bit of a plateau, probably like last year or like the beginning of last year. Then I started playing a lot over the board, and I feel like it's really helped me to improve. So, yeah, I feel like it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy most of the time about how I'm doing
That's
with my
good. And
chess.
what's your rating at the moment for anyone who might, in my chat or
I'm 1,500 FIDE.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I think someone who's played for 2 years and get to 1500, and I've seen some of your games, they are very impressive. I think that's pretty amazing.
thank you.
Um, I mean, I
That's
know
so
we
nice.
got like loads of people in my chat and like hello to your chat as well,
Mm-hmm.
and everywhere else. But I mean, probably got lots of people around the same kind of rating. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really impressive because most people I know who play for 2 years, they just don't improve that much. And I'm sure you've told this many times before, but like, do you want to quickly just tell us how you got into it and like how you got so
Sure.
good in 2 years?
Um, so I started playing chess during COVID after the Queen's Gambit came out. And, obviously that helped get a lot of people into chess, including me. And I started playing December 2020. One of my friends was teaching me all the basics, like opening principles um, and everything. And then like maybe a month after I started playing chess, I actually started streaming chess, which I was terrible at the time. I was like a beginner.
That's
Um,
brave. That's
it,
brave. So, homie, so you like you
it
literally
is
couldn't
brave.
swim, but you like jumped in the water and you tried to
Yeah.
do front crawl all the way to or butterfly down
But
down the
I
water.
didn't
That's
know it was brave because I didn't know how bad I was. Like, I just had no perception of like how hard chess was or like anything. So I didn't know like I didn't know how much better I could get, and so I was just like, why not? I absolutely don't think I would do that now. I think I'd be like far too embarrassed. Um, now that I know a lot more about chess. Obviously, I don't know very much about chess in the scheme of things, but now that I know much more than I did, so I started streaming it, and then I was playing chess, like every day. I played probably every day for a year and was streaming a lot. And then last year, started playing over the board. And like I said, I think that helped a lot with like improvement. Um, and yeah, I now we're here.
yeah. I mean, it's
So
it's it's really impressive. I mean, I'm just being told by Bjorn, but I might have to adjust my audio. So do let me know,
okay,
Bjorn, how my audio is, and we'll just get that sorted as we go on. But someone in my chat, so Wojtek Melkor is saying that's amazing. He's been playing for over 3 years and he's barely holding his ground against 1500s. And I think your progress is pretty amazing. So,
thank
um,
you.
and it's hard work when you're also streaming, um, dealing
It
with the chess
is.
community. I mean, you've had quite a you've had some adventures. We maybe not go there, let's stick to chess, but it's the
Yeah,
chess community. It's hard work, yeah. I mean, like whoever you are, you're putting yourself out there, and it's I get lots of stuff, and you have to. It's hard. It's not easy, right? So yeah,
for sure. I think like I said, I really think that it helped kind of going in not knowing anything because I just didn't know what to expect. And it was, yeah, I think going in blind was the best way to go into chess.
sure.
And I feel like I've
Uh,
appreciated it
Yeah,
all a lot more because, of that, I guess.
Yeah. So a bit of a baptism of fire, but all
Exactly.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
good.
Hmm.
Good. So I think what we're going to do today, I mean, I've basically got like loads of bits and bobs to go over. We're trying to
Hmm.
keep it fun. So I don't want to be like, I won't get my whip out and be like, no, we can't do that. So none of that. Actually, it'd be really weird if I got a whip out, wouldn't it? That'd just be really peculiar. So I'll leave that away. What we'll do, we'll just look at some games, we'll look at some puzzles and see some stuff. But the first thing you said to me, Lula, was that you've started playing the French defense, right? So
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
an opening. So how long have you played the French defense for?
Since June, I think. So it was when I first started playing chess, the first opening that I learned was the Caracan, and I learned that from like one of Gotham Chess's 10-minute opening videos. And I played the Caracan for like a year and a half, but I found that it's fine if you're a beginner, but then it gets really difficult. And I feel like the French is just like more accessible and easier, and like, yeah, I just much prefer it. So I've been sticking with the French since June. So maybe like 8 months now almost.
Okay, awesome. I mean, the French is like the first opening that I ever played.
Hmm.
So I think I started playing the French because my dad taught me when I was like 6 years old. And it is quite easy to play, right? Because you play the same sort of moves all the time.
Hmm.
And I mean, so I've got some of your games up, and so I'll just put some like moves on the board,
Hmm.
and we'll see. So like, hopefully you can see the board all right. Um,
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I
so
can see it.
so this is like the main starting point of the French, right? And
Hmm.
I expect, just looking at some of your games, well, a lot of people play the exchange French, right? So that happens
Yeah.
quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't really enjoy the exchange French very much.
Yeah, I get really annoyed when my opponents take there as well.
Hmm.
It's not fun. And
No.
this is like the most boring line, and probably at lower levels, it's one of the ones you face a lot. But I also
Yeah.
noticed you had some really good games in this, Lula, where
Do I?
you've like castle queenside and stuff.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
I
right?
like doing that.
Yeah.
But you can't
Yeah.
always get it. You can't always get it, you know?
No,
You can't.
no.
That's like, if I can castle queenside in the exchange French, then I'm excited. But if I have to castle short, because, if they castle really early and play rook e1, then I'm probably never going to get to castle long. Um,
Right. Got you with this kind of stuff, and they get the rook here quickly
yeah,
and
like
attack.
very
But
quick. And then I just
yeah,
don't have time to castle long.
yeah. Yeah, I remember I've got a game somewhere where you've actually I was really impressed. You did some nice maneuvering, and you like the kind of aggressive position where you got your king to the other side. That looked kind of like
Yeah.
what? How would you sum up your kind of style? Because that was quite aggressive chess, right? But
Yeah, that is quite aggressive chess. When I first started, I was like, I took much more easily to like just very calm positional chess. And then there was this point like last year where I felt like I was getting impatient because I really wanted to start attacking in more of my games. And so now if I can get like an attacking kind of situation that I'm a little bit more familiar with, then I will go for it. But yeah, I do like to be aggressive where possible. I'm working on it. I'm still working on attacking. Like I'm not so
sure.
good at attacking a castled king all the time. It's one of my weaknesses, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I think like one of the best ways for anyone to get better is just to like start playing a bit more aggressively because it's fun as well to
Mhm.
attack, right? When it works, it's
Yes.
fun anyway. It doesn't always
Yes.
work. So
Exactly.
but yeah, I was gonna ask you like so this is the main French defense position, which I expect most people know. And then
Mhm.
if they play like so there's a couple of main moves here. So you have the exchange French, which I
Mhm.
think is very popular. You have the advanced French, and I've seen you get that quite a lot as well. And you play that
Yeah.
sometimes as white, is that right?
Um,
So
as white, I've
yeah,
very recently I've been looking at Christoph's new Keep It Simple course, and I'm trying to learn the Tarash, but I'm still very, I'm not that far in the course. So that's my like plan, is to be playing the Tarash.
The Tarish, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very good opening as well. So, but if you're black, so we'll have a
Mhm.
look at one of your
Yeah.
games in the advance in a second. But just
Okay.
so I sort of know, if they play knight c3, what would you do here?
So I played bishop b4 here and go into the winnower, which
Awesome.
is scary. But I do it because I think I had a game in like the first tournament I played the French in. I'd only been playing the French for like a week, and my friend who I was with played the winner, so he prepped me in it, and that's just kind of what I've been doing since then.
Right.
And then I play this line with like if they do the main line with like e5 and a3, and I play c5 here and a3
Yeah.
and takes. I play queen a5,
Okay.
which is
Queen
like a
a5.
sideline.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This is a pretty good line.
yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
And this is obviously, if you're watching this, and I think the idea is obviously to help Lula, but hopefully other people will get some tips as well about how to improve. And I used to play this line. This is actually, it's quite popular, and I think even maybe did Nepo play this? Maybe our friend Nepo, he might
I'm not
have done
sure. If
this a
he did,
couple of
I'll have to
times.
check out the games for sure.
Yeah. And the idea is sometimes the queen comes to a4, right? And you do that kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much they always play bishop d2, and then you play queen
sure.
a4 immediately.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this kind of stuff, which is
Yeah.
quite
And then
nice.
you aim for like a queenside castle as black.
Yeah.
Which
Gotcha.
is fun
Okay. It is fun. Yeah.
and
So you
scary.
like that? You like the queenside castling? I'm getting that theme
I do.
already.
I do.
So
I used to never queenside castle, Simon, like ever. I think there's a
okay.
joke on my channel that Lula chess is just chess, but without queenside castling as a rule. So
Right.
I
So
never
you're making up
ever
for it.
used to do it. But yeah, I'm making up for it now.
Okay. That's good, because queenside
Hmm.
castling is loads of fun, and especially
Yeah.
in this kind of position, opposite side castling, you're gonna get those attacking positions. I mean, the first thing I
Hmm.
would, like I said earlier, is just like the more you try to attack, as long as it's sound, it's just really good for your chess in general, because you sort of step
Exactly.
out your comfort zone. You have to calculate more, so it's a good thing to do. And okay, so we go back. So this is just so I get a good idea about the kind of lines you play. And then if
Hmm.
they go knight d2, so if they play the
Hmm.
move that you want to play, the Tarash, what do you tend to do here?
I play c5.
C5. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So I always played knight f6 there. So
Okay.
C5 I know is a bit safer, but you're happy with those positions generally?
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
ended up getting it in an Olympiad game, and I did lose the
Right.
game, but I got like a pretty good position out of the opening, and like generally I was pretty happy with it. I know that like knight f6 is much more of like a Frenchy position, but I feel a bit more comfortable with c5, like
Okay.
grabbing a little bit more space immediately and
Sure.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing I'd say, like in the opening, um, people argue like which opening's better, even at like much lower level than you. They're like, oh,
Hmm.
you can't play the French because Magnus Carlsen says it's bad, or something ridiculous like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really matter what opening you
Hmm.
play, and it doesn't really matter what variations you play, but you've got to pick the ones that you like the look of the best, I'd say,
Yeah.
because you're going to play them better and be more comfortable. And that goes to like anything. So even if you want to stick to your orangutan, go for it. I say, just go for it. Oh dear, I'm going to get you in trouble here. But you've got to play things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to have a look now at a game you did have, and this was a game online. Um,
Okay.
so this game you did win. So this is a
Okay.
free, yeah. So all good, all good at the moment. It's all good, and it's a 3+2 game, so it's very quick.
Yeah.
And this is in the advanced French, and I think, and I don't know
Hmm.
if everyone watching this as well, but I think the advanced French, certainly at like below 2000 range, is something you get loads, right? I think. I
Yeah.
don't know, do you get this a lot, would you say?
I do. I get it so much online, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever even had it over the board, but it's really popular online. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. And so you played here c5, the right idea. And after
Hmm.
c3. He went knight c6.
Thank
So
you
this
so,
is
so
all
much,
very
Top, for the
normal.
raid.
The
Thank
whole
you, thank you. You
idea
guys
is
are
to
having a
attack
lesson with
this
Ginger
point
GM if
here.
you want to hang around for it.
And did I lose? Oh, I don't know if I
No,
can
no,
hear
no.
you
So
now.
it's fine. No, it's
Oh,
fine.
okay. Sorry, that's all right. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I was imagining
Sorry,
you
I just got a
talking.
raid, so I wanted to thank them.
All right, yeah, cool. No worries. And after knight f3, I see you play bishop d7 in this game, but do you normally put the bishop on d7 or the queen on b6 there?
I do them kind of interchangeably.
Okay,
I don't know what's
gotcha.
the right move order. Is it queen b6
Yeah.
first?
I don't think it, again, I don't think it really matters. Queen
Okay.
b6 used to be the main line, but
Okay.
I tend to go bishop d7. So
Okay.
bishop d7 I like because obviously your rook wants to come to
Yeah.
the c file. I mean, there's little bits of advice here, like when do you take on d4? So do you have any rules about when you take on d4? Because normally at some point you want to take this pawn to open up the open file, but do you have any sort of rules or advice there about when you capture that one?
Um, I I'm not sure that I do. Uh,
That's all right. Yeah. I mean, I think the only rule that I sort of know is that if you take here, like in this position, which a lot of
yeah.
people play, the issue is that White's knight can now get this quite nice square here.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
and that's pretty good square for the White knight. So the one rule I would say is that as soon as the White knight moves, and it normally comes to a3, then
Okay.
taking on
Let me
d4
think
is
here.
like a fine move to play. So that's like a little rule. So if the knight went here now, taking on d4 is absolutely fine because
Okay.
the White knight's a little bit funny over there.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so I saw in this game though, your opponent, there's a couple of moves there. Obviously, the bishop can move, but your opponent now played
Yeah.
a3. And
Yes.
this, I mean, the other thing I was going to ask you, I mean, this is probably good like advice for anyone. I mean, you got to kind of know what kind of style you like playing. So do you like really crazy attacking? Because if so, you've got to try to head towards those positions. If you like it a little bit safer, you should head towards those. But do you know if you like, there's sort of, I'd say, three types of position. There's like open positions, where there's loads of like open lines, which are more tactical. There's like the other spectrum, closed positions, where the pawn structure is all locked together, and that's more maneuvering, but can still be very exciting. And then you've got the middle ground, which is like semi-open. And like for me, a lot of people think because I like attacking, I like really open positions, but actually I kind of realized I quite like closed positions. So if I get a choice, I try to go for those kind of pawn structures. And I don't know if you think you have a favorite kind of position yourself.
I quite like closed and like semi-closed positions. I think it's
Okay,
because
awesome.
I've never really played that many openings that lend themselves towards open games.
Yeah.
So I've like, I mean, the French is usually a little bit closed.
Mhm.
And yeah, I feel a little bit more comfortable when I have time to maneuver my pieces. And I would say that I'm not the most tactical person. I can definitely get better at tactics.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the idea of getting better at tactics is all something that everyone can do. But you should also concentrate on the things you're good at. And I did see some of your maneuvering games, and I was really impressed. The way you maneuvered your knights in some of them. I think in that French defense game I saw, I thought, oh, that was like really clever. So or when you're playing, obviously makes sense to stick to your strengths. But I just wanted to like quickly talk about this position. So after a3,
Yeah.
you went queen b6, which is a really normal move. And then
Okay.
after bishop e2, you closed it down with c4, which is absolutely fine. And I like the way you played this. So after castles, you went knight a5. And again, good maneuver because you're trying to get into the weakened squares. But there's quite a nice idea that I thought it might be worth pointing out. If your opponent ever plays a3 here,
Yeah.
and this is, I mean, you can open it up, but we don't want to do that. We're going to keep it closed.
No.
But a really
Yeah.
nice idea in this particular structure, especially when your queen's back here, is to play c4 straight away,
Okay.
which is kind of what you did. But let's say your opponent does the same kind of stuff, bishop
Yeah.
e2. Now, in the French defenses, I'm sure you know this is like your worst piece, right?
Yeah.
the bishop, the light square bishop. So can you think of any way, like with a little maneuver, and again, this goes to everyone watching, where you can try and get that bishop like on the other side of your pawns? Because that is like one of the French defense, especially when you closed up and you have more time. One of the
Mm.
really good things to do in the French defense middle game. Because if, let's say I can put the bishop over there, well, you should have played the Caracan to get it there, really, but too late for that. It's like that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like an ideal square, but it is different to the Caracan. So it's bad
Mm-hmm.
here. So we want to get it sort of over there. So if you can think of maybe a little plan here, obviously take your time, where you might be able to do that. It's something which works really well in this position. So have a
Okay.
little idea of ways. And again, this goes for everyone in the chat. This bishop is stuck behind these pawns, so it's like in the tomb. Is there any
Mm-hmm.
way with a series of moves you can try to get it to a better square? And I probably will talk a lot while you think, so you can just interrupt me at any time or tell me to shut up. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not a problem. But the other thing to think of is like when you do these maneuvers, they work a lot better when the position is closed because there's less tactics, and timing is so important in chess. So if it's an open position with lots of open lines,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't have time to maneuver as much because you'll probably just get checkmated or something. But when the position is locked like this, then you have that time to maneuver here. So
Mm-hmm.
I am keeping an eye on um, my chat in Twitch and even Lula's chat. So hello to Lula's chat. Hi. And to my chat. So if anyone's got like any ideas, just whack it in the chat. Charles
Mm-hmm.
is saying, whoops, sorry. Charles is saying bishop e7. I mean that is kind of okay, but this bishop. I mean, this you've got to try to put your pieces in the best squares for the future, give them
Mm-hmm.
the best potential later on. So there's other moves you can do, but the next maneuver is quite nice. Someone's saying it's Anish Giri's line, which I didn't know. Um, Sorry, Lula. Any idea? It doesn't matter if you don't at all, obviously.
Um, well, we can definitely at some point go for the f6 break.
Sure.
And then the bishop can come out via e6.
Yeah.
But also there is that like hole on b3.
Yeah.
But then I'm not
Yeah.
sure if the bishop is that good on b3, to be honest. It's not
Sure.
like controlling that many squares. Um,
You're thinking exactly the right way. I mean, the thinking is so important in chess, and if you're thinking the right way, you'll get it. I mean, talking about the f6 break and bringing the bishop around here, this is, as you know, one of the main ideas, I'm
yeah,
sure. It's quite hard to play that, and you do open up
yeah,
the position. It might be better to do
mm-hmm.
that when you've like castled and you've got a
Yeah,
bit
for
more
sure.
development. But it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a very good plan. But I'm actually trying to get the bishop to c2, believe it or not.
Okay.
So
So
if I
then
can get it to
maybe
a4,
because we
yeah,
haven't committed the queen to
yeah,
b6, maybe she could go to like a5 and support getting the bishop to a4. Um,
okay, yeah.
yeah,
So
I was
knight a,
thinking the only thing with knight a5 is that they just
sure,
can play knight d2, and then I'm not so
yeah,
sure about like how we proceed. Um,
okay. I mean, the plan that's sort of quite well known to be pretty good for for black in this type of
mm-hmm.
position. Knight
Yeah.
d2 is certainly an idea, but
Mm-hmm.
it is, and I think you've got the nail on the head to try and get the bishop here. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to like it looks really slow, but if you play bishop c6, queen d7, this
Okay.
is like a really nice
I'm not
idea.
familiar with
Were you
this,
worried
to be
about
honest.
b4 at all or something?
Um, I've definitely got my bishop trapped. My dark
Yeah.
square bishop trapped with with them playing b4. I wasn't thinking about that so much here, but if b4,
Yeah. How would you respond to like
do you
b3?
take
Yeah.
on passant, and then
Yes.
you get the c4 square maybe at some point?
I think knight
I
c4 would
mean,
be a good move, but it's probably an even a stronger move here.
yeah. Um,
It's the
maybe
same
bishop
idea with
a4
that bishop.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. I think that works really well. I think you're going to
Yeah.
win material now because of the
Yeah.
pin on the knight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that means I guess white can't play b4.
Yeah.
And if you can't play b4, I mean, let's just see what happens if he castles, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and you can still like continue this plan. So yeah, if you want to like try this idea with black of getting the bishop there. You can just call out the moves if you'd like to. So your
So
move here is black.
it would be queen d7.
Perfect. And again, I don't think b4 can happen. So, I mean, I've seen this happen before, which is not white's best move. So, because they're kind of like, you always look at your opponent's last move and try to think what they're playing. And now bishop a4 would be really embarrassing to the queen. Because he's just suffocated himself on that square. So that is not to be recommended. But I mean, it's already quite nice getting the bishop here. I mean, I'll just sort of show you. I don't know really what white can play. Let's say rook b1, for example, not a very good move. But this idea of going bishop a4 and at some point bringing the bishop to this square is a really, really nice way to play. I mean, you could do it now even. And the bishop sort of finds this really nice diagonal. And I was saying this kind of thing, you know, you could castle queenside still, as you like playing, and then you can like play f6. So it's kind of well known that this bishop maneuver anyway is just something which is kind of good in those kind of positions. I thought it sort of might be worth just pointing that one out anyway. So to get your bishop better. Okay, I'm going to show you another idea in the French defense, and then we're like throwing a tactic, right? Or do you want to? Okay, I'll let you pick. Do you want to see another French idea, or do you want to test your skills at a tactic? You know, I'm just sort of warming you up for the tactics at the moment. So it's your choice.
Let's do another French idea and then the tactic after.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna just have a look at a game now, and this is kind of similar to the last sort of the last sort of idea. And this is the game. It's actually played in 1986. Between Yusupov and Andrei Sokolov. I don't know, have you heard of either of these players at all?
Yes. Yusupov has some tactics books, I think?
He does.
Or,
yes, he does.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've done a couple of tactics of his. But I'm not that good with chess players from the previous generation.
Sure. Yeah, no, understandable. Yeah, I mean, there's so many of them.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of them to catch. You've only been playing for 2 years, 2 months. You're not supposed to know all the players. I mean, I've been around, you know, for far too long, and sort of, yeah. I mean, you're right. Though Yusupov was like has some really good books, and he's one of the he's from the old sort of Soviet school of chess, they say, and he got a really good understanding of the game. But he comes up with a really nice maneuver in this game, and it's in the winner-ware French, which you play. So we're sort of just going to have a look at some middle game positions that you might get. So I'll just go through the moves quite quickly, and we go bishop b4, and now e5. Do you have your chess historian friend in your chat? Maybe, is that right?
Yeah, she's mad at me.
She's going to be screaming at you now.
Yeah,
you should know your chess history, historians.
I know.
So, no. Well, you might have to, you know, you can work on that in the future ones. But so this kind of went now c5. So a3, bishop takes c3. So we know this kind of stuff. And this is where you go queen a5. But okay, black played like
line. Yeah,
I think it's becoming like one of the main lines, and I think as you mentioned after this, you can often get these kind of positions where at some point you like play c4. I think so. Like I think
especially after if they try to line up. Sorry, if they try to line up with like rook b1, then you often play c4 to prevent like bishop b5.
Right. So maybe something like this.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So again, if you look at like the pawn structures, and I think, you know, when you look at chess, there's two things that are important, right? There's the pawn structure, which is like the skeleton of the position. So you base your plans around what it is. And again, you've got closed structure here. And then there's the pieces, which are like the energy. So this pawn structure is very similar to what happens in the game, albeit by different like move orders. So black played the knight here. Yeah. And now white brought his knight out. Black now played here, which is a very common idea trying to get rid of the light square bishops, because as we know, this is a really bad piece. And white's bishop is very scary. I'd always be careful castling too soon because you get hit by that nasty one, right? Has that ever happened to you? The Greek gift?
Once or twice.
Once or twice, yeah. I think it's
try
happened
not
to everyone.
Castle too early.
Good idea.
Because I'm afraid of it.
I'm exactly the same. I'd be, for example, I'd be terrified to castle here because after this one, I'd just be like already crying and be like worried about getting checkmated very quickly.
Yeah,
so it's
for sure.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth like avoiding it. But we're just going to the middle game. So after now, white played a crafty move. He threw a check in, and the idea of this is that when we block with the bishop, we can't swap off the bishop anymore. So black now brought his bishop to a4. So this is where you put the queen earlier, but the bishop's kind of right there. And again, we'll just throw some moves on the board. So white now throws Harry down the board to attack. And this move is kind of a good way to stop a white knight or a piece coming in. It kind of holds up the king side. So white gained more space. Black develops his last piece. Now, rook h4 comes, so the rook often tries to attack your weak points here. So now we have c4, so that kind of pawn structure we imagined. And this is a question for like anyone in the chat. So we got this middle game position, and both players are kind of like now got out the opening. So you look at the pawn structure is blocked. This is a particular special case because the bishop is here. And now black came up with, I think, one of the most amazing ideas which I've ever seen as a maneuvering idea. So it's going to be hard to get it, but we'll give it a go. So have a think now. You've got the black pieces here. And again, because the pawn structure is locked, you have more time to maneuver. So if there was still a bit of fluid, capture possibility, you wouldn't have time to maneuver as much because there'd be more urgent things. Timing is so important. But because it's locked now, this maneuver gave black actually a really nice advantage. And it's important. People, while you think about that, Lula, I just think if you just have a think about how you'd play this middle game position. But in my chat, people are talking about Sokolov, and this is not actually Ivan Sokolov. This is Andrei Sokolov, who's a French player from France. It was indeed Ivan who came up with one of the best chess quotes ever. I think he drew with Nakamura, but he was like +8, and he said, "If I don't die tonight, I will live 1,000 years." Famous. Yeah. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's a good quote. It's a good quote. Anyway, it's really Do you have any ideas then, Lula? Do you want a bit more time? What are you thinking of? Tell me how you're thinking here.
Yes. So my thoughts.
Yeah. That's right. It doesn't matter if your thoughts are wrong. You could tell us your thoughts. It doesn't matter at all. What are you thinking? What would your kind of plan be in this kind of position?
So obviously white's like weakest points are the C pawns, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, basically the queenside pawn structure is not very good. I guess white hasn't castled and is not going to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all good. Yeah, you're doing well. I mean, you point out the kind of weaknesses. I mean, like I think when you get these kind of positions, they're really hard to play because it's like, okay, I've done my development, but what do I actually do when I'm in the middle game? And I think this is one of the biggest kind of issues when you play an opening, is getting those middle game plans. I mean, I would be thinking, if I hadn't seen this idea before, and I'm very impressed that some people in my chat have found the right idea, I'd be like thinking you're playing a castling. and then
Mhm.
probably playing like a move like f6 to try and blow it up once I've got my king like safe over here. That would be one idea. But there is another idea. Do you want to have a little longer?
Um, well, I was thinking about like maybe trying to get a knight to b5 to attack this like C and A pawns, but I'm not sure like how
Sure.
much pressure we can actually really put on them.
It's a nice idea, though. I like it. I mean, it's always good
Yeah.
to try and prove your pieces to the best squares possible. So, like something like this, I do like. Nice idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, usually in like the advanced French, you get a knight on like f5, but that's just one move, and it doesn't really actually do much because they're probably just gonna play like rook g4, and then I don't feel like we've achieved anything.
yeah. It might actually help
Um,
white because white
yeah,
might put the rook on f4 and go
oh,
g4,
that's
and
true.
then
Yeah,
sort of have a little bit
that's
of pressure on the
scary.
king side.
Yeah.
Um, this is the kind of
Um,
move I think it's good to point out that a lot of players would
yeah,
play, but it's one of those kind of artificial moves that it attacks something, but it doesn't achieve anything. It's really worth
yeah.
avoiding these artificial moves.
Mm-hmm.
If you attack something and improve your position, great, but that move, as you pointed out, doesn't. So yeah, well
Mm-hmm.
done. And I'm
Um,
looking in your chat as well. I'm seeing if anyone in Lula's chat has found the right idea. Maybe one person. So you come
mm,
on. Let's see if you can. Anyone else can get it. Okay, shall I give you a clue?
okay.
Right. Now, if you could, and this is a really good way of thinking about block positions. If you
Okay.
have like a block position and
Yeah.
you have time, which I think you do here,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at all your pieces, as you kind of done, and you say, where would I like to move them to? So
Yeah.
this bishop is very good here, right? I like that bishop. And you've done the
Mm-hmm.
right thing. You think about that, you thought about that knight, and you thought, okay, b5 is okay. So this would be a good plan. You've
Mm-hmm.
looked at the other knight and you've also realized, well, there's nowhere that can go. Now, if you can
Mm-hmm.
move any of these knights anywhere on the board, there's not really anywhere that amazing, I would say. But let's just continue doing that with all our pieces. So the rooks, I can't, I'm just literally
Mm-hmm.
moving them and putting them on any square. So I'm like, a magician. I'm just like moving them. But let's just have a look at the queen. So
Okay.
if you can move the queen to any square on the board, where do you think might be a good square for the queen?
Um,
So let's any square. You can pick any square, anywhere at all.
mm,
And you've picked out the right sort of the point that these pawns are quite weak. So I mean, I'd be thinking maybe
yeah.
Queen A5 is a good square. But this is certainly
Yeah.
one square.
I
Anywhere
did
else,
think
maybe?
about Queen A5, but then we have to play B5 and then our bishop's a bit stuck.
Correct.
Or
Yeah.
we have to take a much longer route. Um,
Sure. So anywhere else we could try to get it to. So what about somewhere we can attack C2 with the queen?
yeah, I was looking at F5, but I was a little bit worried about like G4, just like the
Sure.
queen getting attacked and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think you got the right idea. If you get it to F5,
mm,
you do create this threat against C2.
yeah,
So it's kind of like a really good diagonal, I'd say, this one, because at the moment,
yeah,
again, the queen is kind of like trapped. It's safe, but it's not
mm,
doing a great deal. And
yeah.
is there anywhere else on that diagonal you might be safe? It looks kind of ridiculous, I have to say, but it does a good job. So
I guess I guess on H7 because there's no bishop D3. Um, they can defend. They can play like Rook A2.
sure.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I think like they can defend, and you're right. Rook A2 does defend that, but when you have these closed positions, if you can like improve your pieces without
Yeah.
really changing it too much, it's
Hmm.
always worth doing that. Even if it improves it a little bit,
Okay.
then it's worth just improving that position. And I think this idea of when you have a lot of time, just thinking each piece, where could I move it to? Where would be the ideal square? And then tracing
Mm.
the route sort of to that square is very good. And actually, Queen H7 does, it's a really nice diagonal because it puts pressure on this one, but maybe the queen can jump in as well, like later on. And it's also quite
Mm.
safe there.
Yeah.
So you have the right idea, and it's kind of tracing the queen from here to get there. So once you do that, and you can work out if you have time to do it, and then you find the
Hmm.
right maneuver. So what do you think the right maneuver might be? And it is getting the queen to h7 now.
So you can probably play King D7 because white isn't castling, and a lot of the times in these completely closed centers, you don't have to castle. So
Yeah,
you then it only takes 3 moves to get the queen to h7. Everything else takes a lot longer.
brilliant. Yeah, I mean, see, you've now found the move that the legend played, Lula. You got there, King D7. So you are
Okay.
now playing like Yusupov. So yeah, I mean, that's again the right. I mean, let's just have a look how it went, right? So it went King
Hmm.
D7. And now Andrei Sokolov played bishop e3. So he develops his piece, but the bishop's not doing much there.
Yeah.
And, you know, when your opponent plays a move like this, you can be very happy because you can see, oh, it hasn't really threatened anything. So the queen now comes over, queen d2. And now the queen does get to this very weird square.
Yeah.
And white now has to defend that one. And it might not look like much has kind of happened, but it has really
Mm.
helped black's position this maneuver just by improving that piece a little bit. And well, I'll just show you how the game went a little bit
Okay.
more. But I like this kind of maneuver of getting on this light square. It went king c7, and now rook f4. So now the other rook can come over.
Hmm.
And here, black plays very patiently. And I think black's point is he's going to try and break at some point. But
Hmm.
his queen's just so much more active here, like tying down these two pieces. And it's quite safe. You can ask me any questions, by the way, Luna, if you've got any. You can just throw them at me.
Okay.
You can feel free to interrupt me. Don't worry about that. So, because I can sometimes talk too much.
No, no, no. It's good. It's good. It's good.
So the knight just comes back to
Hmm.
defend, and we just go for
Yeah.
it. White tries to improve his pieces
Hmm.
very patiently because it's still a closed position. The king gets to a safer place.
Hmm.
White is not really having a plan here. And now, well, this is a bizarre move. The bishop comes all the way back. I have to say, I'm losing. I don't really know what they're doing here either. But
This reminds me a little bit of I we when I was having some lessons before the Olympiad with Irina Crush, she showed me some like stockfish games in the Winnower, and
yeah,
this like all this maneuvering that's kind
yeah,
of hard to understand reminds me a lot of those games.
it is actually very subtle. I mean,
Yeah,
I and actually quite hard to understand, and I totally
yeah.
get that. I mean, I think the main thing is just like this idea of trying to, if you have time,
Hmm.
removing. You know, if you want to improve your maneuvering, just trying to think where that piece is best placed and trying to get it there. Um, I mean, after Black's next move, it might become a little clearer of why he's sort of done this kind of thing because he's got everything kind of defending his king side. And because
Hmm.
his king is so safe, he starts like pushing forwards here. And okay, I mean, eventually he sort of gets a winning position with, but it's quite a long game. It goes on. So okay, we'll leave it there. But I mean, it's just you found the maneuver anyway. That's the main thing. Okay, should we try a puzzle now? Let's try a puzzle, right? So get
Okay.
away from the French for a little bit. No more
Okay, we can try a
French.
puzzle. Okay.
Okay, so it's obviously a really hard puzzle, and this is a very strange position. Um, and it's white to move.
Okay.
White is going up the board,
Yeah.
and obviously I've put a little trick here because it'd be a bit boring if like you just got a queen and that was the puzzle. That'd be like one of the worst puzzles I could give, right? You queen a pawn, well done, brilliant. So you've got to think if you do queen, and this is a
Right.
question for everyone, does black have any way that he might be able to get a draw there, because obviously black is
They can take the
trying to.
queen, right? And it's stalemate.
It's well, it's not quite, because the G pawn can
Oh,
still
okay.
move. So and
Um.
so the question is, yeah, I mean that's the first
Oh.
question. What happens if you queen? And the second question is, what is the winning move, basically? So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. So if you queen, there's
yeah,
queen f7, and
very
then
good.
there'll be stalemate because the pawn is pinned.
You did
So
that quick. That was impressive. So let's show
so
that.
I,
Let's show
I
that.
haven't solved the puzzle though.
You haven't solved the puzzle, but that was
No.
really impressive. So if we queen, and this actually happened in a game in 1972 in
Oh really?
between Reshko and Kaminsky, Leningrad, apparently. So if you do queen, you are right. This looks kind of winning, but you've always got to look out for resources, especially when your king's so, like, I would say, dodgily placed. And there's a really nice reply here, queen f7. And, well, it's going to be checkmate unless you take the queen. And now that the queen is there, it pins the pawn down. So this is stalemate. The black king's not in check, and there's nothing black can do. So it's a draw. So one of the most important things to learn in chess is the process of elimination. So if you're in a key position, I'd say in chess, you get certain key positions, and you've got to take your time. There's probably only like 3 critical moments in a game of chess, and in those instances, you take your time, and you've got to be like, right, this is where I really need to knuckle down. This is why you shouldn't always play blitz chess, because you're never going to like take your time in blitz chess. This is why it's great you're playing more over the board, and you've got to play over the board. And this is a key moment. So we eliminate going there and getting the queen. We know that's not going to do the job. And what else could you be thinking about? And you can just go through the next obvious move. So I'd be thinking, what happens if you get a rook and do it this way? And Lula and everyone else watching, I'll let you have a think about this, and just use the process of elimination, eliminate moves that get a draw, and see if there's any way you think might give you winning chances at least. Yeah.
I was thinking about, I don't know if it's right yet, but I was thinking about promoting to a bishop.
Okay. Yeah.
With the idea of being able to then play bishop d5.
Yeah.
And like queen g8 mate.
Love it. It's great. Yeah, it's a great idea. What happens if you've got a rook, by the way? What happens if you've got a rook there? Because that would be the next thing.
The same check on f7.
Perfect. And let's say if you could get a knight, but that's just like, come on, let's be serious, I mean, I'd love it. You can't promote to a king, can you? I don't think so. It'd be cool if you could. No, that'd be really cool. I'd love to promote a pawn and get
you'd be in
king.
check there as well, so you wouldn't.
Oh no, that'd just be too confusing. You can't move into check, right? So yeah. Okay. I hope no one's trying to learn chess and they're like, what is this? What is this weird grandmaster talking about? He has no idea. But yeah, just the way to look at these positions, and you got the right answer, is just going through the process of elimination. So and as you get better at chess, you kind of realize when the key moments are. And we know that getting a queen now, and you've got to look at all the possibilities, especially when the position looks desperate for your opponent, allows this move, which is a draw. And then the next obvious move is getting a rook, where again, it's the same idea. It looks like white's winning, but there's this amazing way to draw where black gives up the queen. And again, if you take the queen, it's stalemate. Black doesn't have any moves. Black's not in check. So then you've got to look at other possibilities. And the problem is you can't really save the pawn. If you lose the pawn, there's no way you can win. I mean, if you went queen a4, well, that would be really bad news, wouldn't it, Lula? If we went queen a4 here, what could black do here?
Oh, they can just play queen f7, right?
And that is checkmate. So that is really bad news. Right. So you got the right answer. So again, using the process of elimination, now promoting to a bishop, and this is actually the rarest move in chess. Promoting in a corner square to a bishop is the move that happens the least out of any other move in chess. Oh. And you got the right idea about just getting the bishop to this diagonal, and that's completely correct thinking about what you should be aiming for. And the game continued now with white just trying to control this square. So he has to control it with his queen. And eventually the bishop came to the square. And okay, so we got this far. And what would you play now, Lula? So you got the right kind of idea, but black has defended pretty well here. There's maybe more than one way to win, but what would you play?
Okay.
I think exchanging queens should win here if you can do that somehow as well.
Okay. Well, I was thinking first of playing queen e6. But we're not getting much on. That's like we can't attack g8 any more times.
I think there's one way you can kind of what black's defensive idea is going to be. Black's going to keep the queen on the back rank, so he keeps g8 under control. So you'd love to get the queen to g8, but only if it's not controlling. So the other thing I'd be thinking here is, well, can I get the queens off the board? Because if I can get the queens off the board, I should be winning. Because eventually my king will be able to come in and a pawn break will happen. So is there a way you can like force the exchange of queens here for a sequence of moves? So queen f7 kind of looks natural, I would say, hoping for an exchange of queens, but then black could just keep the queen on this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's actually not easy to win this at all. Really hard to win. So any other ideas here? Is there any way we could like force the king to the back rank? Because then we could like exchange queens by putting our queen somewhere on the back rank.
Oh, I guess we can play bishop f7, bishop g6.
Yeah, that's the one. And bishop f7 is a good move. And then the queen sneaks in here, right?
Oh, yeah, actually.
Okay, let's have a look at that. So the game actually went like this. And at some point, the queen comes into this square. And now the queens have to be exchanged. And once the queens are exchanged, still a little bit of work to do. But I'll show you how white won. There's actually a very nice idea here. What is the winning? Can you see the winning idea now? It's actually, I say nice. It's still pretty hard. It's like I just assumed this move will win, but I'm not sure it does. There's a nicer way to win. Anyone see the nicer way to win here? Not easy. Not easy. We've got to avoid stalemate, but we can force black to play a move where he loses a pawn. So chess is so hard. Even when you play really nice ideas, you still got to play good ideas afterwards. You can only relax in chess when you finish the game. I've thrown so many games away by relaxing too early. It's a real common idea. So what are you thinking of, Lula?
I was wondering if we could sacrifice the bishop, but I don't think that works.
By trying to get the king into f7 or something like this at some point.
Yeah, but I don't think that works. So the first move I looked at was king g6, which I thought was stalemate, but it's not because they can play h5. So I would play king g6. I think.
Okay, and after h5, what would you play there?
Oh no, wait. And then you can't take the pawn because it would be stalemate.
Well, can you if you take the pawn with You've got two ways to take the pawn.
Oh, you can take it with the king. So,
Okay, and then
um,
obviously winning a pawn would be great if it's safe. So if that does
mm,
win a pawn safely, then that's probably the thing to do. So you just got to make sure it's safe before you play it. And if it is, I'd say go for it. Because as long as the black king has some squares, it won't be stalemated. I
yeah.
think here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, king g6 is the right idea. We go king g6. And I think here is actually a very good point that, when I've looked at the errors that a lot of players under sort of 2000 actually, kind of make on a regular basis. They don't look at what their opponent's next move is going to be enough. They're just looking at their own ideas. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really important to kind of, again, these we're talking about like long play games. If you can work out what your opponent's next move is, and you either stop it or encourage it if it's a bad move, um, that will make your play jump to another level.
Mm-hmm.
And King G6 here, you've got to, as you point out, Lula, realize that black's only got one move.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's stalemate. And as long as you don't go pawn takes where it's
Yeah.
stalemate, that would be really embarrassing. But you
Mm-hmm.
go king takes, then,
Mm-hmm.
well, we've won a pawn and it should be winning now because
Yeah.
even without the bishop, it might be very close to winning because we
Yeah.
can sort of slowly do this. And then I'd probably bring the king around like this to try and win. This should be quite a
Mm-hmm.
simple win now, I'd say. Do you want to see? Do you want to see one of my most embarrassing games of all time? You can
Yes.
say yes.
Yes,
Is that a
please.
yes? Okay. Does anyone
Yes.
else want to see one of my most embarrassing games of all time? Well, I guess I'm going to have to show it now anyway.
I'm sure it's not
So,
that bad.
whoa. It's pretty bad. It's pretty
Is it
bad.
classical?
Yeah, it's not a
Over the
blitz game
board.
either. Okay. Now,
Okay.
I'll tell you the story behind this. It is kind of like a little puzzle. So I had the black pieces here, Lula, and I was a
Okay.
grandmaster. My FIDE was 25-12 at the time. I was
Right.
playing an international master,
Mm-hmm.
23-53. This
Mm-hmm.
was in the Gatwick Open, and I think it
Okay.
was round four. I was on 3 out of 3, and had I won this game, I'd been like on 4 out of 4, £500 coming into my pocket, champagne at the bar later. Well, maybe not champagne; it doesn't quite go that far. Maybe a glass of beer or something. And I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking, yeah, look, I'm 2 pieces up, right? I'm 2 pieces up.
Right.
How easy is this, right? This should be easy. And I had about 45 minutes on my clock. My opponent had about half an hour. I thought, well, I'll take another pawn, right? So I took another pawn. I'm 2 pieces up. It's easy.
Uh-huh.
My opponent gave me a check on f7. I thought, yeah, okay, whatever. He's just going to resign in a minute. I went king h7. He played rook b1, and I thought, well, this is a way to resign. And I took the rook immediately, and I thought, yeah, please resign. I'm going to go and get some dinner now. What did I do wrong here, Lula? And I have to say, at the time, it suddenly dawned on me because this is what happens in chess. There was no one watching until this moment, and all of a sudden there was like about 30 people. I don't know how they could smell the
Oh.
embarrassment on my face. There's suddenly 30 people watching this game from
Oh.
nowhere. They came, and oh my god,
Oh.
my face went as red as my beard, and I just realized I'd done the biggest mistake in my life. Can you see what my opponent did, Lula, or anyone else in the
He
chat?
he can he can sack the queen for stalemate, right?
Yeah, that's that's right. So how does he do that?
Um.
What's the best way of doing that? And I suddenly realized, yeah, if it the white king is, I put it in a stalemate position. This was a really vicious
Mm-hmm.
trap that my opponent had set up. So yeah,
Yes. So I initially thought queen takes g7, but then if queen takes back, he has g4.
good thinking,
Um.
very good. Yeah,
So I was then looking at queen g8 or queen g6, and I wasn't sure.
yeah.
Um.
So Lula's thinking this through really well. So this will be the move you kind of want to play, because
Mm,
then all of a sudden, if I take with the king, white is
yeah.
in stalemate. It's a draw because this pawn is pinned. There's no moves that white has. But as Lula pointed out, you can take with the queen, and this pawn is not pinned anymore, so it's not stalemate. And I should manage to win this position with 45 minutes on my clock, I would hope, being a grandmaster. But there is, I mean, I don't know if it matters. I think my opponent was thinking if he went queen g8, maybe my king could like be annoying. Probably still a draw, because if I take the queen, it's stalemate.
Yeah.
So my opponent actually went here just to stop my king from ever moving up the board.
Okay.
And
oh, so it's just a perpetual then.
yes, that's
Yes.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
king
yeah.
g8, what do you play here?
King. Oh, sorry. Can you just play? Oh no, I'm second guessing myself.
Right. No, you got the right idea. It's all good.
Just queen f7.
Yeah, queen f7,
Yeah.
completely correct. Because if you
Okay.
take the queen, it's stalemate. And if you go back here, then
Then queen
we
back
just
to
go
g6. Yeah.
perfect. And if the king goes here, this is how the game ended. What would white now play?
Queen h7.
Perfect. This is actually how the game ended. And can you imagine how I felt after that game?
Oh.
I didn't feel good. Can I ask you, Lula? Obviously, you play like international chess now,
Yeah.
and you've only been playing 2.5 years. How have you found it? Is it scary or exciting, or what's your playing in a
Um.
tournament, in a big tournament? How is it as an experience?
Yeah, it is. It is daunting. I definitely always get an anxiety tummy ache before the round.
Yeah.
And I found, especially the Olympiad, was very, very high pressure. It felt very high pressure. Because it was also, I'd never played on like a DGT board before, so I'd never had anyone like watching my games, my over the board games remotely before. And yeah, I feel like the highs and the lows are much more extreme to playing like online chess. Like losses really hurt, because like a 5 hour game is tough to lose or whatever. But I love over the board chess and like all of the horrible things that come with it. All of the anxiety and the stress and everything. I love over the board chess. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure you probably don't get anxious like that anymore, Simon.
I
Can you
do.
remember? Cast your
I
mind back
do. Yeah,
to
I
what
do.
it's like to be bad at
No,
chess.
I mean, well, you've just seen this game, so I mean, don't I mean, this was when I was a grandmaster, so we all make mistakes, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think, I suppose it's a bit like life, right? Like, the more you can face your fears and sort of
Mm-hmm.
manage to deal with them, which is not easy for any of us. It's like the probably better person or stronger person you become in general. And it's kind of like chess is a good lesson for that, right? So,
Yeah.
it is. I mean, when I played in Reykjavik, Lula, we were both played there last year, right? And I hadn't
Mm-hmm.
played a tournament for a while. And I have to say, my first round, I was really nervous. So even though I played like tens of thousands of tournament
Mm-hmm.
games, I sit down and I'm literally like, nearly shaking, and it's really weird, but that's kind of what I think makes it exciting, right? Because you do get that
Yeah.
big rush. So it's
Yeah.
it's being able to deal with that, which is a
Mm-hmm.
positive thing, I think, as well, and working through those things. So would you recommend for people watching, would you be like, go and play a tournament over the board? Would you say it's a good thing to do?
Yes, 100%. I think that it's the best form of chess. Like I enjoy it the most. And I think that if you're trying to improve, I think it's a really good way to improve. I think you can like learn more from like playing one tournament than loads of study. Because you're so hyper focused for such a long amount of time, and you analyze and you get insights from your opponent. I love over the board. And like I get very emotionally invested in my over the board games as well. And like if I'm winning, my hands start to shake and then I start like knocking pieces over. I
I'll
love
tell you
it.
another. I'll tell you another
Yeah.
story. Another year. So I was playing at Reykjavik again,
Yeah.
and I was playing quite a nice game against an international master, and it was like a
Mm-hmm.
crazy game. We're both sacrificing, and I kind of saw that I had checkmate in like 6 moves or something, and there was a
Mm-hmm.
big crowd around my board, and because I was so nervous, like my opponent, I realized it was a forced checkmate, and there was too many people around the board. I had to go and like walk away because I was I couldn't really move, and I had to go and walk away because I was like so nervous. And then after the game, like so, I managed to compose myself, went back, and I won the game. Like a
Mm-hmm.
spectator come up to me and he goes, "You're so rude. You were showboating. You were going to checkmate. You walked away. You're dishonoring your opponent. How did you?
What?
You know?" And it was like, and literally, I was just so scared. I was just so shaky. I had to go and calm myself down. So that was quite weird.
That's so
Um,
rude.
but yeah, it was quite rude. But I think they thought I was, trying to be rude by
Yeah.
doing that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I had another one when I was playing someone in a tournament, and should I put another puzzle on the board
Mm-hmm.
while I talk some rubbish? Let's do that. So let's see. Okay, we're finding another one, so everyone can have a go at solving this next one, and we'll find a good one. And
Okay.
yeah, I had another one where I was playing a player, and he was so nervous he couldn't move the piece because he was shaking so much, and he
Oh.
kept moving his king into check. And I took his
Oh.
king 3 times in a row, which was like
Wait, wouldn't he
really.
forfeit?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, that's right. On the
Yeah.
third time, so that was really really bizarre. Um, and okay, yeah, okay. So this one, just a little puzzle here, and then we'll just have a look at maybe a couple more things.
Okay.
But it's um white to play. So in this kind of light, it looks pretty simple. Um, you're going up the board. So this is a very good example of calculation. And
Right.
I would recommend for anyone out there who's trying to improve their calculation and get better to start by looking at puzzles if you can find a good book where there's less pieces on the board, because you might as well calculate with less pieces. It's the process of looking ahead and seeing those moves ahead, which you train up. You train up your visualization and you get better at your visualization.
Mm-hmm.
And in this position, it's white to play, and it looks pretty simple, right? It looks like we just queened a pawn. Yeah, I mean that's what I'd be looking at. So if I'm white, I'm going to push
Yeah.
the pawn, and if you get a queen, it should be pretty simple. So you've got to try to consider your opponent's best moves and work out the winning sequence um, in this position. So um, everyone have a little bit of think about this, and including you, Luna.
Mm-hmm.
So and see if you can find. And you've always got to. I mean, again, so if I was playing this, I'd be like, I get to this position, I'd be thinking, and this is why playing over the board is so much better. You don't rush. You need to
Mm-hmm.
get in that process of thinking ahead. If you want to get better at chess, you have to do it. And I'd be thinking, okay, I go there, I attack the knight. I'm going to queen
Mm-hmm.
my pawn. Let's see what my opponent can do. And I'd be okay if the knight moves this way, then I will queen with checkmate,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm quite happy about, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I can eliminate after this pawn moving those ideas. And it's this process of elimination which will help you calculate. So I know after pawn there, my opponent can't move the knight to these squares. So I'd be thinking, what else can he do? I'd be thinking, okay, well, maybe he can come that way. And
Mm-hmm.
then can I queen my pawn? And I'd be trying, that's the kind of process you'd be doing. And if I can't queen the pawn, what do I do next? And
Yeah.
like that. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
do you need a bit more time, Lula?
I see that if knight b7 and we queen, then it's stalemate.
I love these stalemate ideas, don't I?
Yeah.
It's like constantly throwing
So
them in.
I was
So
thinking, obviously, I was thinking about promoting to a rook, but
yeah.
um,
So this is where it gets hard.
yeah.
I'm trying to throw this at you because this is a hard puzzle, and you've got exactly the right idea so far. Then you've got to think, and then
Mm-hmm.
you've got to try and look at black's moves and start eliminating, well, seeing what moves black can play in that position and trying to
Mm-hmm.
find a way through. And I'd say everyone in the chat, try to go through the same process. And I am looking at the chat, both on my channel. Well done to everyone who's getting this, and on Lula's channel as well. So just try to work through the process without moving the pieces. Best way to improve your visualization and get better. I'm actually just going to use the bathroom quickly, so I'll let you have a go at that. Probably people didn't need to know that, but anyway, I'll back in a sec.
Okay. Okay, chat. I was looking at. I'm not going to move. I was looking. Oh, I can't draw arrows either. Okay, I was looking at C7, knight B7. I was looking at promoting to rook, and then I was looking at all the knight moves. And obviously, a lot of the knight moves, I think, lose. Like if knight E6, we just check and pick up the knight. Like rook C6 check. And obviously the knight can't go to C5 because we just take it, and then there's, you know, king B7, there's no stalemate. So I was thinking maybe black plays knight takes A5, which seems like a weird move, but like he can take the A5 pawn, right? So if C7, knight B7, promote to rook, knight takes A5, that's kind of where I was, and I don't know what next. So I'm also like aware of the fact that we're probably not winning rook versus knight and pawn, are we? And like I guess maybe there's like maybe in the specific position. I basically have it one more move. Okay, knight takes. Okay.
That a good okay?
Chat says I'm close. Chat says I need one more move.
Okay, you're doing well. You're doing well.
So I got that after you promote to rook, black pretty much has to play knight takes A5.
Brilliant.
I think,
well done.
Because everything else, I think, just loses the knight on the spot. So I'm just trying to figure out the next move for white.
You're doing very well. I'll just go through your thought process. That's right. While you have to think about that position. So this is, again, I think this kind of skill here is what everyone should try to practice without moving the pieces. You can't get this from blitz. Don't always play blitz. We all love playing blitz, but you know, stuff like this is great. So pawn here, this is the way you should be thinking, the way Lula has worked out to the current position she's at. Now, the threat is to go there, checkmate. So the only challenging move is pawn there and the knight comes there. Try to visualize this position. Now, the issue is if you promote your pawn by getting it to the other end of the board to a queen, that is what we call stalemate, because black can't move any of these pieces because that knight is what we call pinned down, and it is a draw because it's not checkmate. The king is not in check. So after pawn there, knight there, you look at the next most tempting option, which is to get the next most powerful piece, which is a rook. So you promote and you get a rook. And then you've got to think, what will my opponent do next? And Lula's worked out if the knight goes to that square, the rook comes here, check, and wins the knight. If the knight comes to this square, we take it with our rook. So the only option after we get a rook is to take that pawn with the knight. And you've got to visualize the position with a rook here and a knight here. Does white have any way to win that position? And I would say if you can win the black knight, you will win the position. Is there anything there? So it looks like a couple of people have got it in my chat. Well done, Why Chess TV, who beat me the other day in a long play game. So well done. And in Lula's chat, I'll just see if anyone's got it in Lula's chat. Nope. Or maybe. Keep trying. How are you getting on, Lula?
I'm still a tiny bit stuck on the last move, or like the next move.
Sure. It's a very tough puzzle.
Yeah, visualizing is hard, you know?
It's really hard. Really hard. But I mean, the better you get at visualizing is like basically the better chess player you become. And if you ever get lost when you're trying to get to that position, I'd always say start from move one again and just like work for it. And it's a really good skill to remember. I mean, other little things I would say, and if you want to improve your visualization at home, there's little tricks you can do, like even with a friend, without a chessboard. You know, if I said to someone in the chat without looking at the board, what color square is like F6? And you'd have to like say, is it black or is it white? And you can try this with a friend, and your visualization becomes a bit better by like practicing these weird skills without a chessboard.
I think that if you after knight takes a5,
Yeah.
I think that I I think after rook c5, black is in Sigsfang. And like,
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously if they play like knight b3, you just grab the knight, or like knight c4, you just grab the knight.
If they go knight b7 there,
and knight b7, you have rook c6, which is mate.
way.
Yeah.
Round of applause. That was really good. That was impressive, right?
It's hard to visualize.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, things that are easy in life, they're not as satisfying. It's the hard things which are satisfying.
It's made easier by the fact there's not that many pieces on the board.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, but also, you know, the fact that there's not many pieces on the board, that's why I think these things are a really good way to start, because you know, you have to just visualize one bit of a more narrow path in your sort of mind's eye. And we're just show now what Lula very impressively worked out. That you go c7, and again, if you're trying to improve your visualizations, practice these things without moving on the board. It is hard work. It is sometimes really frustrating. It could even be a bit boring. If it's boring, don't do it. Actually, never do anything that's boring. That's just no point. Life's too short. But in this one, you can now like eliminate the knight. Can't go to any of these three squares, because if it does, let's say it goes there, we get a queen. It's checkmate. You know what? If you want to be really flash, Lula, you get a bishop, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, look how cool I am. So the knight has to go here. And again, you use the process of elimination. If you get a queen, then it's stalemate. So you look at the next most powerful piece, which is the rook. And then you think, where can black move? And it's getting to that thought process of thinking, where can black move? Black can't move the king or the pawn. If the knight goes here, this wins the knight, which is enough to win the game. If the knight goes here, we take the knight. So there's only one more option. And this is where you have to really be very impressive to find the right move here. Because actually knight and king versus rook and king is a draw. Yeah. And there's only one way to win this. And this is very well found. You know, always look at the moves which are the most forcing. There's no good checks here, but by playing here, you create a threat. And creating threats is a forcing idea. So you should be looking at them on your sort of tree of elimination. And again, where can the knight move? If it moves to any of these three squares, we win the knight. We win the game. If we win the knight, we win anyway. So the only square it can move to is back here. And what do we do now, Lula?
Rook c6.
Very nice. Check, mate.
Very nice.
So
checkmate.
Good stuff. Okay, and yeah, well, that was good work. I mean, like you did well there. And I think the way to sort of solve that, you also have to think about your opponent's next move. What would you like to do now, Lula? Would you like to try one more, or up to you? Really?
Yeah, we can try another puzzle.
Should we go for another puzzle? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if anyone else can. I have to load this one in. Let's see if I can manage that. And okay, so this one I've picked up because it's quite hard, but it's kind of like quite simple.
Okay.
So you have this position here, and well, it's actually really hard. So this one is actually really hard, but it's a weird one. Now, the only way you can solve this, it's white to play. What is white's best sequence of moves is to do a skill that I mentioned earlier, which is very important. And that is to get into the mind of your opponent, not just think about your own moves, but to think, what is my opponent going to move next? And when you start doing this in chess, you will immediately get better. So it's white to play. Now, it looks like it's a pretty dull position in some ways. You know, should we take the rook? Can we win some pawn? And the first move, I think, is pretty obvious, but it's the second move, which is really hard. And I'm looking at the chat now, so I'm going to give you a bit of time for this, everyone, including Lula. And you can tell me your thought process as you think, Lula, because it's maybe quite interesting just to like vocalize what you're thinking.
Yes.
Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to have a vocalize now if you want?
So I was looking obviously first at checks.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the queen checks.
Yeah.
And we have queen b4 and queen c5.
Yeah. Perfect.
So I was looking at if, for example, queen c5, I was looking at like, I think there's mate if king d8, because rook c8, queen, oh no, there's not. I thought rook c8, queen c8, and then queen f8, but then there's king c7, so there's no mate.
You're doing this totally the right way, by the, you know, and I'm a big believer that, you know, let's say lower rated players, this is a grandmaster game, and I've shown this to grandmasters and they haven't been able to solve it. I'm a really big believer that a lot of puzzles, if you do it in the right way, it might take you a long time, but you can get there. And so you're doing it totally right. So you're looking at the most forcing moves, which are checks. And I like your queen c5. And then you're thinking, we could maybe eliminate. Should we use that process of elimination? After queen c5, if black goes king f6, what would you play there? I mean, if we win a rook, we're going to win the game. So that's
I
would
good. Grab the rook. So
okay. So after queen c5, if the king comes here, and we're not going to move the pieces because you can't do that in a real game. I did see that happen once in a big tournament in London. Two players were playing in the last round for a lot of money, two grandmasters, and someone came along and just said, well, you just go here, 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 checkmate. He thought they were analyzing and not playing. So he just, I know it was for a lot of money. It was the Lloyds Bank Masters.
Oh my
and I think first prize was like 10,000, but this is going back years. And this guy just came along and started showing them. Well, they were just like, what are you doing? We're playing. And he's like, it's just like, I don't actually know what happened there, but it was like, he just started analyzing the game while they were playing. So anyway, I'm not sure. It was a strange one, right? But let's use that process of elimination. So if we go check, the black king can't move here because we win the rook. So what happens if the black king goes to e8 after the check? Oh, sorry, these arrows not going good. So check, and the king goes back. What can you play there?
Then you can win the queen with rook c8 check.
Perfect. So if we go check, and the black king goes backwards, we can move our rook here, and that is a fork protected by the queen. So we're going to win the queen for the rook, and that would be winning. So what's the only other move black can play there, Lula? Which is the move you first mentioned.
D8. Yeah.
King D8. And hello, Chess Explained. Is that or is that the Chess Explained? I don't know, but if it is, hello. The legend, that is. And he's right. He's saying, oh, ouch, this is a tough puzzle. So if Chess Explained is saying it, it is a tough puzzle, but I think it's a really nice one. So let's have a think. Check, and the king goes there. Then you should look at the forcing moves in that position next. and
Yes.
eliminate them if they're not working. So try to use that process, and you can talk out loud while you do it if you want, just so people can get
Mm,
into the right way of thinking at the same time.
right. Um, so, mm,
So we're thinking queen check,
yeah.
and the black king goes back to d8. Now, if you lose your train of thought, don't worry, just go back to the starting position and think. So we know that the
Mm,
black king can't go anywhere else, so we can eliminate them, making our thought process easier. But after
mm-hmm.
the king goes to this square, we have a couple of forcing moves like checking, like maybe taking and doing something. Do any of those any good, do we think?
Um, I haven't calculated rook takes d7 yet.
Sure.
Um, so rook takes, king takes.
Yeah.
Um,
Keep looking for the checks there, I'd say. See if there's any good things we can do which might even win something.
queen, queen d5, queen d4. Sorry.
Yeah.
Forks the king and the g pawn, but
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
that's just a pawn.
yeah, that's right. So at least you found one way to win a
Mm,
pawn. So I think a couple people
yeah.
in the chat pointed out that if you take here at some point, so we could do it here, or we could do
Mm-hmm.
it after this move, because we might as well give
Yeah.
black the chance to go wrong here. You know, he
Yeah.
might go here and we do this and win the
Yeah.
queen. We
Yeah.
might as
Yeah.
well give him the opportunity. But if
Mm-hmm.
you ever play this, at least when you go check, which you found, well done, you're going to win a pawn
Mm-hmm.
over here and you'll be a pawn up. But that's
Mm.
not so easy. That's like hard
Yeah.
work to
No.
win that with queens on the board. So
Yeah.
we want to see if there's something
Mm-hmm.
better. And now,
Yeah.
like I mentioned, this is a really hard puzzle. And I'm going to give you a clue in a minute to make it a bit easier because it is really hard. But
Okay.
after we check king here, rook takes d7, king takes. Hopefully you're following. Don't worry if you're not too
Yeah.
much.
I am.
You got it. It doesn't achieve
Mm.
that much. So
No, I
we can
agree.
eliminate rook takes d7.
Yeah.
Now, queen f8 check, you've pointed out that the king takes the rook, and
Yeah.
that's just losing the rook. So we can eliminate that
Yeah.
one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, after check king here, rook there check loses a rook. So we kind of
Yeah.
run out of checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to rephrase this question in another way. And this is
Okay.
also such an important thing to do in some scenarios in chess. After check, king d8,
Mm-hmm.
okay? What is black's next move there? Just imagine it's not your move. Imagine it's black's next move. What can black play there, Lula? What would you play as black in that position?
Um.
So check king d8,
Mm-hmm.
and black then has a move. Can black win anything in that position?
Can they play rook takes c7?
Well, if they do play rook takes c7, you have a very good idea there. Look at the checks for
Oh.
yourself there as white. What would you be able to play then? So this is quite weird, but we're looking at check king here, and then I'm saying give black another move. And the first move is what happens to the rook takes there. We can win the black queen there, Lula, actually. How can we win the black queen?
Because we have queen f8.
That's right. And that'd be check. And the king
Yeah.
can't move to c7 right there
Yeah, exactly. So the king can't protect the queen, so we grab the queen.
on the next move. So that should
Right.
be winning, right?
Yeah.
So after check king d8, I'm
Uh-huh.
just asking what can black's next move be? And we know that rook takes rook is actually losing for black, right?
Yeah.
So let's eliminate that one.
Uh-huh. Oh, they can't play queen takes either though because of queen f8.
Aha. So after
Yeah.
check king here, if
So
they
they
play
can't take the
queen
rook.
takes rook, we have queen f8,
Mm.
checkmate, because again, the king
Yeah.
can't come here because there's a queen in the way. So after check king here, Any other moves that black can play there?
Um,
There's nothing that wins material, right?
no.
So after check, king here, and this is like where I said it is actually a really hard puzzle. Sorry about this.
No, no, it's
But
fine.
let's try to think of put yourself into black's position, and
Right.
how would you try, and if you can't win that rook, how would you try to unravel if it was your move as black? So you really got to put your into the body, into the mind of your opponent, and you've got to think, well, can I push that queen away? Maybe is there something I can do to help? So let's think of moves there which might help black. So we're giving black another move after the check king there. And the reason we're doing this process is I'm trying to like show everyone, including Lula, that if you can get into your opponent's mind and you can try to work out what their next move is, you can win the game without, in this kind of way, which is a different way than just thinking of your own moves. It does sound a bit metaphysical. I'm sorry about that, but it's like anything. What would you do as black? And this goes for anyone in the chat who can help Lula out there. So if we go check king d8, we're giving black another move. What would black like to play? Okay, well done, Luther Bandos, who's got the right idea. And I think Saladaki. Well, if you go rook d5 there, queen e7 is checkmate. So Lula, I was just thinking after check king there, if
Yeah.
black tries to move the rook there to like break free,
Yeah.
you can go queen there, checkmate, right?
Yeah, that's very nice.
So that rook can't move, right? So we
Yeah,
know
so they
that rook
can't.
can't move.
So
Yeah,
they have. So they play b6
brilliant. Yeah, b6. Why are you playing b6 there?
to move the queen, the white queen.
Perfect. You're just trying to force the queen away because the queen is so good here, right?
Yeah.
So if we think check king here, I think the only move that black can play is b6, right?
Mm-hmm.
To help his position. I'll put the position. We'll go through this in a little bit.
Yeah.
So then if we just think, well, if we stop b6, maybe we're winning, right?
Right.
So is there a way we can stop b6 without changing the structure, without moving our rook and queen, I'd say, because they're brilliantly placed.
Play a5.
Okay, and if you play a5, what can black actually do there? Because let's think, can black move the rook, queen, or king in that position? Because if he can't, he's in Zugzwang. And Zugzwang is the terminology you use where it's your opponent's move, basically, and wherever they move will make their position worse. So in that position, after a5, is there any move? Can black move any of those pieces, Lula, and not avoid losing material? So it's quite tough. So this is what we're trying to work on. So we're having a look. Just to, again, this is everyone in chat. If we go check, king d8, we know that black wants to play b6. So Lula's recommending we go a5 to stop b6, because then we take it. So check king here, a5. My question is, can black, that position we're just visualizing, move the king, the rook, or the queen without losing material? Because if black can't move any of those pieces, he's going to start running out of moves in the most ridiculous way. So, and if you don't think you can, Lula, just say, we can have a look at the position, but totally up to you. You can keep looking.
I'm starting to find a good move for black.
Sure. Can you find any move? And by the way, people are saying this is way too hard for a 1500 chess.com player. This is way too hard for most players, but we've got to throw them in there because it's the process. It's not even solving it. It's the process, which I think is trying to be important. Thinking what your opponent can move and realizing that if it's...
I don't know what black can do.
I mean, can he move the queen anywhere? I don't think so. I mean, we can
No,
again
it
use
looks
that
very
process. Yep.
briefly at like queen 8, but obviously you have the same idea of winning the queen with queen f8 check.
Brilliant.
King
Well
takes
done.
c7. So
the queen can't move, right?
yeah.
Okay, can the rook move anywhere?
No, because we have mate on e7 if the rook moves.
Perfect. Cheggers plays chess, says, my head hurts, I'm going back to work. Thanks, Cheggers. You've got to hurt your head sometimes. Well done. So the rook can't move. Can the king move?
No, because then we win the queen with rook c8.
Perfect. So, and if the b pawn moves, what do we play?
A takes b.
Okay. So what's the only things that black can actually move without losing?
At the kingside pawns.
Okay. And what we can do there is just try to block them. So we put black in another zugzwang. So even though the solution to this puzzle was basically 2 moves long, it's probably one of the hardest puzzles you'll ever see.
Okay.
So let's show it on the board now, right? So the best sequence for white is not to do this and win a pawn, which is okay, but maybe black can draw after this check. The best sequence is to go here, check. Now, by using the process of elimination, we know that the black king has to go to this square. We've gone through why it can't go to the other squares. So it has to go here. Now, this is where it gets really hard. We've looked at all the moves. If we go check here, we look at the forcing moves first. We eliminate them. Black just goes king takes rook. Black is safe because the king guards the queen. Black is more than safe. Black is winning. Now, if we go rook here check, simply loses the rook. There's not really other checks. If we go here where you lose everything, can't do that. So there's no checks that work here. So what I'm trying to show by this puzzle is to getting to your opponent, well, to try to think what is my opponent's next move going to be? Not just what are my forcing moves think, but also to start thinking what will my opponent move next? So let's just say it's black's move. So I'm just going to move my king for now. Okay. Now, if black tries to take this rook, Lula's worked out that if you go rook takes rook, then we can now play what, Lula?
A queen f8 check, and then we win the queen.
Correct, because the king can't go to this square, so it can only go here, and we win the queen, which would win the game. Now, if black plays queen takes rook, what can we play here?
Queen f8 mate.
Queen f8 checkmate, because the king can no longer go here. But if we played a rubbish move like king to this square, we're trying to think in this position, what is my opponent's best move? We've realized he can't take the rook, but we've got to think, well, he can try to break out by what move, Lula? If let's say I move the king here, what move would help him here?
With the king on g1 specifically?
It's still the same idea, I'd say, yeah. So it's still the same way that black can break out.
Okay. Well, we talked about b6 earlier.
b6 is right, Lula. Yeah, just b6, because you're trying to force that queen to go to a worse square. Because now if I come back, you can just take this one because I can't come in. And actually, this is, this is actually okay for black.
Yeah.
So the only move that black can play, if you're thinking very cleverly and carefully here, if you're getting to your head, is b6. So if we simply play this very quiet move, a5, look at that, it's a double exclamation mark move. I think it deserves it, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. If we play this move, black is now, even though there's more pieces on the board, in a position of what we call zugzwang. Because what can black play? And if black goes queen takes it, it's the same thing, checkmate. If black takes the rook, we go check, we win the queen. And Lulu, you also pointed out, let's look at, then if there's no captures, let's look at black's moves one by one. And again, that process of elimination, where can the black queen go? Well, it can't take the rook, it can't move there. If it moves there, we capture it. So if it goes in the corner, what can we play here, Lula?
We play queen f8 check, and we win the queen.
We do, because now the black queen's further away. So after king takes rook, we win the queen. We should win the game, rook queen up. So if we go back to this position, if you're thinking at very high level, very hard, you can now eliminate, well, black's queen can't move. So you can just put that in the box. Now let's have a look at the next main piece. What happened? What about the rook? What if the rook takes there? It's the same thing. We now go
Queen f8 and win the
queen f8, and we can win the queen. If the black rook moves anywhere else, let's say it goes queen, rook d5, what can we do here, Lula?
Queen e7 checkmate.
Queen e7 checkmate. That's correct. So we now know that the rook and the queen can't move. And the only move that was trying to break out was this move. And we now just take on, pass on. And this has really helped us. So as you found out, Lula, the only thing, if the king moves, that's the last one. What happens if the king goes there, Lula?
We win the queen with rook c8 check.
Correct. So the only things that black can move are these pawns by going through, logically excluding the other ones. And let's say black goes there. If I had a really sick sense of humor here, I would probably just go h4, right?
Mm.
And let's say they go e5, I'd probably just go e4, and I'm going to try to run these pawns out of moves. And if they go pawn there, I'd just try to run them out of moves, and eventually they'd run out of moves, and we would win, right? Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a bit tough, Lula, right? Sorry about that.
It was tough.
Was that a bit too tough?
No, because you helped, so it was okay. I think if you'd given it to me and said, "Here you go, you're on your own," I would have not felt the same way.
I mean, I think that it is a really tough puzzle, that one. I mean, really, really tough. But I think the reason I wanted to show it was that in this position, it's just getting into the idea of like, okay, rather than trying to find the win, if we can't find the win, it's like thinking, okay, what is my opponent going to do next? And it's teaching that thing that if you in the middle game, you know, anything, if we get into the habit of doing that more, it should give us like you know, some good chances. Do you want to finish with a game, Lula?
Okay.
Should we do that? Should we have a little game?
Okay.
And now if I lose the game, oh my god, you have to teach me next week.
You're definitely not going to lose the game.
Well, don't ever say ever. But should we do that? Should we just have like one fun game to finish the stream or something?
Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do that.
Should we do that? Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Do you want to like normal chess or would you want to play? Totally up to you.
Yeah, we could play a normal chess game.
Okay. What kind of time limit? Don't say bullet. Don't say bullet. Don't say bullet. You can say bullet if you want.
I'm sure you'll win in bullet anyway, Simon. Ooh. Maybe I guess we could play like 3+2. I mean, you're gonna win anyway, so I don't really mind the time control.
Okay. Should we try a 3+2 game? Should we give it a go, right? Okay. So we're gonna finish off this kind of random lesson and with a 3+2 game. And if I lose, you'll teach me next week, right? Is that the deal? Yeah. Yeah. You have to give me some puzzles and like teach me some bits and bobs. Okay. So okay, well I don't know if let's see. I don't even know if are you a friend of mine on here, hopefully. But let's see if I can challenge you, shall I?
I think you don't have to be my friend to challenge me. I don't think we are friends. We should be.
Can we be friends now?
I have friend requests off actually, but I can send you one.
Okay, cool. I don't know how. Yeah, I think I might have the same.
Is your username GingerGM?
Yeah, maybe Ginger_GM, possibly.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's Ginger_GM.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm going to send the challenge over now. Let's hope it works. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to play? Do you mind what color you are?
No, I don't mind at all. I sent a friend request.
Okay. I'll send you a challenge. Let's see if you got that. Right. Hopefully.
Oh.
Are you're declining my challenge? That's not
I got it. I didn't decline it. I got it. Oh, it says I cannot accept the challenge.
Okay, I might need to change.
I'm sorry. Can you send another one, please?
Yeah. Is that at my end or your end? You blocked me.
It was doing the thing where it was taking a long time to connect, so I refreshed it as soon as I refreshed it right at the moment your challenge.
Excuses.
I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Simon.
Excuses. Sorry. You just blocked me. I'm sure.
I'm I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll try again. Oh, you've done it again. Look at this.
No, I didn't. No, someone random challenged me. I'm so sorry.
2 times
Someone
in a row now.
No,
Not just
I'm
once.
so sorry.
Rejected twice.
So
Twice.
sorry.
Okay. Right. Are you
so
ready?
sorry.
3rd time lucky. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. It's getting a bit personal now. Okay. Let's see if you can get it. I'm throwing it over now.
I got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, this is
in.
rated.
Oh, is it rated? Oh God.
Okay, we have to play
so
D4.
I will lose. Oh no, not the orangutan. You're orangutanging me up. Okay, I'm gonna take on your orangutan. Maybe did we have this at the crypt? Possibly. I can't remember.
No,
Maybe.
you had white.
Okay. So you do have 100% record against me, correct?
I haven't told chat that.
Well, I've let it out the bag now. So you have beaten me 100% of the time you've played me, right?
That's actually true.
Yeah.
I hadn't told chat.
Okay. It doesn't matter. I don't mind. You can tell the chat. It's fine. If you want to.
Yeah. I hadn't mentioned it to them yet.
Okay. Right. So
I'm actually I don't like this E4 move you've played here.
it's quite crafty, this E4 move, because you just like put a pawn in the middle of the board and try to make life difficult, you know?
Yeah, it is crafty.
It is. Definitely. Yeah, I think there will be a YouTube video, Lula crushing me at the crypt at some point, right? So coming out.
That's a pretty good strat. I know, it's so annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I do not see it.
Okay, I'm gonna take over that center.
It's fine, it's whatever.
Okay. You're trying to get French defense, aren't you? Basically, I see your. No,
oh, not on purpose.
Oh, you think the French is that bad?
No, I play the French.
Do you like playing the French?
I do. Do you?
Right. Not always. I'll be honest.
What do you play mostly?
I play quite a lot of stuff. I play the French. I also play the Sicilian. I quite like the Sicilian. It's quite exciting.
Which one?
I play the dragon because it's got the coolest name. Clearly.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Good reasons.
I think it's a really good reason. And I also play the Black Lion. Have you heard of that one?
I do. I've definitely had a lot of people play that against me because of you. So I hold you personally responsible.
How do you do against the Black Lion? Do you do well or badly?
I do badly, actually.
Okay.
There's this one person at my chess club who is like maybe 2000 FIDE, and he plays it a lot, and I hate it so much.
Do you know what? I would say that's so sad, but I'm actually quite happy to hear that people have played the Black Lion. I'm happy to hear that, you know. So yeah. So, but he's about 2000 rating, right? So
yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to put you off as much as possible as well. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, you are, because I wanted to play like knight g3, but then you're just going to play h.
Oh well, you know,
which is upsetting.
And you know what? Yeah, this pawn is called, of course, don't you?
Harry.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take you. I actually think that was a bad idea, because now you can play knight c6, just like you said earlier in the French. But it's, you know, it's whatever. Yeah. I'm learning. See, I'm a quick learner, Simon.
That was really good. You actually, you know, look, I'm very happy. You've learnt at least one thing. That's cool. I'm happy now. So I'm very happy. It's all good. I've just looked at your stream, and I do love the way you've got a cat spinning.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I do. It's really cool. Yeah.
His name is Maxwell.
Haven't I seen Mr. Dodgy spinning a similar cat?
Yeah. It's like it's a meme, kind of.
Okay.
Do you like memes, Simon? Are you a meme person?
You are the meme queen, aren't you? Is that you are?
Supposedly, yeah.
I'm like.
Don't listen to Mr. Dodgy saying he invented Maxwell. He absolutely did not.
Maxwell is a religion. Hello, hello, Miss. I invented Maxwell, says Mr. Dodgy Chess.
He didn't. He's lying.
He didn't. No, I mean, I guess I do like memes, but I'm not very good at making them. That's the problem. That is
It's
the
hard to
issue.
make memes. I've been in a meme rut lately. I haven't made very many.
That is a good
Ooh.
challenge for today, then. Can you make us a good meme for today?
Probably not.
Oh, come on. That's very defeatist.
You're being tricky. I don't like it.
Well, I'm a tricky player, you know.
I
Sometimes
know.
I try
I
my
don't like
best.
it.
You know, if I wasn't tricky.
Chat's being mean to me now. Oh my gosh.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your king.
No, you're not. Nah.
You
Not
don't
happen. Nah.
Are you sure I'm not coming for your king? What if I go here? Don't worry, you have lots of time to work this out.
Yeah, whatever. That's just so unimportant. Like, take the pawn. I don't care, Simon.
I will. Okay, if you're going to offer me a pawn, it'd be extremely rude not to take it.
It would be rude not to.
So I'm going to have that one. Okay, good defense. Because it was, it was looking really tricky there. Are you good in time trouble? Are you like, are you like Hikaru Mark II? You know, like bang bang. I can deal with 1 second on my clock. Or are you like me and you just like fall to pieces?
It depends. Depends on my mood. Depends if I'm like in the zone, you know?
Okay. Are you in the zone at the moment?
I could be. Especially if you keep talking and get also into time trouble.
Yeah, I'm really bad when I get shot. Oh wow, that was like what do they call them? A pre-move. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Do you not pre-move, Simon? Come on.
No, I don't think I've even got auto promote on. You are actually a bit too quick for me. This is worryingly quick.
No, I could never.
Oh god, I'm actually dropping pawns here. Good move.
I don't
okay,
know
now you can stop outplaying me now, please.
Don't worry about it, Simon. It's all good.
I thought I was hustling you, but you're hustling me.
No, never. I could never.
You could. You're doing well here.
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get this lesson off you next week. I think, and I'm down on time. Oh
fuck.
Oh,
sorry.
That's all right. I know the feeling.
Oh no, my bishop. I knew I shouldn't have played king up. Ugh.
I have to admit, I was getting really worried there. So no, I was like, oh my god.
Don't be silly.
No, I wasn't. You're playing really well. You're playing very well, and you're still playing well.
No.
Oops. I'm playing like playing very badly. Okay. How are your endings, Lula?
They are not the best endings in the world. This is so annoying.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go for it. I will go there.
Good game,
just before
Simon. Good game.
It was a good game. You were doing well there. You were actually
fun.
Yeah, I mean, I actually got very nervous. I'll just show. I suddenly realized like you got this knight straight into my position.
Yeah, the knight was nice.
And yeah, I think you could have, after I moved my knight to e7, I think you could have gone bishop c4 check, and I was like, oh my god, I'm losing. I think I might be losing there.
No, I
Plus
saw
two for you.
I saw it just too late, like a move too late or something.
That was scary. That was scary stuff. Yeah, +2, I think, if you'd have played that. So obviously it's the lesson. The lesson like has suddenly made you at least grandmaster strength.
Yeah, so, obviously.
Yeah, 2500-ish all the way.
Yeah, I heard that after this lesson, FIDE is gonna give me a norm.
I think you deserve that after putting up with me for 2 hours. I think you deserve a ginger GM norm or something. So
I really appreciate the lesson though. Thank you very much for taking the time out to show me some puzzles, and also to go through my games and
it's all good. It's
all my blunders.
Yeah. Well, we should do it again, and we should maybe just play some Blitz as well and get some other random people involved, but possibly. But yeah, thank you very much for doing it as well. And you know, if you are looking at my Twitch channel, make sure you go and give Lula at least a follow on her channel. I'm just going to type it in to the chat, so you can go and do that now. Go and give her a follow. Has it only been playing for 2 years and 2 months? It's insane. If you continue at this, you know, if you continue at this rate of improvement, you're gonna basically be like 2,600 in about 4 years. I've worked out, roughly. Is that?
Yeah, I'm sure
you
that's how
reckon?
it's gonna go.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
keep going the way you're going. Because you're going the right way.
Thank you, Simon.
No, you're doing brilliantly, and you've got this tournament coming up. Do you want to just tell people about that before we sort of call it a day? Yeah.
So I'm playing a classical tournament, over the board tournament in Cannes, from the 20th to the 26th of February. I'm going to have commentary on my channel, DGT board, player cam, that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I haven't had commentary for my classical games since the Olympiad. And I think Simon has very kindly said that he will do one of the games, commentary for one of the games. So
yeah, I look forward to it. It'll be fun. Yeah. It'll be nice to watch you play. No pressure, of course.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and just enjoy yourself there as well. So brilliant.
Yes, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. Lots of blunders, lots of very exciting chess.
100%.
Obviously not blunders from me, blunders from
no. You're going to do well, and you know. Well, I mean, and I think we were saying this earlier. If anyone really wants to improve at chess, the best way is just to get into your local club or get into a tournament and play. Really, it's scary, as we said, but it's very very good to improve. It's the only way of doing it. So, yeah. Well, Lula, thank you so much, and yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye and grab some food now, and I'll let you. Are you going to keep streaming? I'll give you a little raid if you're going to keep going.
Yes, I'm probably going to stay for maybe another hour or so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give you a raid. And thank you so much. And have a good rest of the day as well. And thanks to all your viewers and everyone else, all my viewers.
Thank you so much for the lesson. I really appreciate it.
No worries. And I'll see you soon. Yeah. So I'll give you a raid and leave the room now. Cheers, everyone, and thank you.
Bye, Simon.
Goodbye. Cheers.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
1 second, guys. Just gotta get my camera. Okay. Hello. Did you guys enjoy the lesson? Did you like it? I thought that was so fun, and it was also very hard. But Simon was very helpful. I feel like he chose hard things, but he talked me through them, so it wasn't so hard. Thank you so much, Simon, for the raid. Thank you. Can we get a shout out, please? Hello. Thank you so much, Juho, for resubscribing. Thank you for the 17 months. Thank you so much to everybody who followed during the collab. My name is Lula. I've been playing chess for 2 years, and I create chess content.
Lula GG.
Lula GG. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed this collab. I also did a collab on Friday with Alessia Santarama, which was another kind of lesson in a different format. So go check out Friday's VOD if you are interested in that one. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was really good, really instructive. And I always find that Simon is very good at explaining chess in a way that's accessible, you know? And I do have some of Simon's, I do have his the Harry Attack chessable course, and the videos especially are very, very accessible. So I'm a big Simon fan, and I really appreciate him taking the time out to give me a lesson, because I know he does not do many lessons. So yes, that was very kind of him. Guys, what would you like to do now? I was thinking maybe we could do a little arena, potentially a viewer arena. Would you like that? Maybe some blitz. Maybe we could give away a chess.com membership. That could be fun, so we can all play together. I think maybe we'll do that. Maxwell rocks back and forth now. Yeah, Maxwell is great. I love Maxwell the cat. He's so good. He's the best online cat. We'll call it the Ginger GM arena in Simon's honor, and it's gonna be 3+2, and it's gonna be probably 1 hour long arena. You don't have to play the whole time if you don't want to, no pressure. And it will start in 5 minutes, as always. It's not letting me start in 5 minutes, it'll start in 6 minutes. Okay, cool. So guys, if you do want to play, yeah, it starts in 5 minutes. If you want to play in this arena, all you have to do is join the club on chess.com. So if you're a member of my chess.com club, you can play in this arena. There's no other requirements. Any rating is welcome. No minimum games. It's unrated, so you have nothing to lose apart from, you know, your sanity if you get tilted, I guess. But yes, join my viewer blitz arena. Thank you so much, Voodoo, for making that command. And let me change the title of the stream to viewer arena. I'm gonna be right back super quickly, guys. I actually have to pee. So please join the arena whilst in the minute that I'm gone. Okay, I'll be back very soon, very soon, very soon. So guys, I want to explain to you a little bit about what Simon was talking about my 1-0 score against him. So guys, you need to join the club if you want to join the arena. So when we were in London for Simon's Halloween crypt party, we filmed a video the day before, which will be out on Simon's channel at some point. I'm not sure when. Hasn't been edited yet, but Simon and I played like an odds game, which was fun. It was very fun. I did win the odds game. It was odds though, guys. It wasn't just like a straight up game. I had huge advantages at certain points during the game, which you will see when the video comes out. So I hope you enjoy that content when it comes out. I will let you guys know on my channel if I see it released over on Simon's YouTube. So that was very fun. And now, you know, Simon has an equal score against me. And thank you. Somebody earlier redeemed to take your vitamins. I didn't take them because I didn't want Simon to think I was taking random pills. So here we go. Got my cat cup. No sleep. You want to try play versus Lula? I think, guys, I'm going to change to the green board. I'm going to change to the Lula green. Haven't had it in a couple of days, so I'm looking forward to some green board. He doesn't have an equal score against you. What's the score between you and Simon? Dodgy, join the arena. Guys, there's currently 10 people in the arena. I'm the second seed, so that tells you all you need to know about whether or not you have a good chance to beat me. Probably yes, join. You have a good chance to get a good score. So I will be giving away a chess.com membership, 1 month membership, at the end of this arena. And the way that I do that is not based on who wins, it's based on like participation. So you have to have played for like at least half of the arena, and then we like random number generate the thing. So yeah, join. Should eat real food for vitamins. I do. However, this is biotin. Like, it's just good for hair and nails. And so here we go. I'm taking some biotin. Not going to hurt me. Okay, 6 seconds. I'm excited. Okay, Mr. Dodgy joined the arena. Mr. Dodgy is going to do the steppy on everybody. And Maxwell is going to do the steppy on Mr. Dodgy. If I have to play Mr. Dodgy, I'm just going to put a picture of Maxwell over the screen the entire time. And then it will be fine. It will be completely fine, chat. It will be okay, chat. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do. Can I grab this? I feel like the answer is no, Lula. You absolutely cannot grab this. Grabby. I think I get to do this though, potentially. If we take here and they check, and we go here, I think I can do that. I think this is good for me. Ka-chow. Okay, maybe it's not good for me. Okay, maybe? I don't know. Actually, no, now takes. Okay. Okay, we're up a pawn! Yes! We're up a pawn, chat. It looks like a good game, hopefully. We shall see, chat. We're gonna go here. Castle by hand. So basically, guys, I don't really know Queen's Gambit accepted theory, but what I do know is that in this position, after e4, e5, d5 is a mistake. It's a big mistake. It's not what you want to do. So kind of a common move at like lower levels. So people do play it in blitz, and it's just a mistake because that e pawn, like basically, if they play d5 and you play like knight f6, usually white plays knight c3, and then you have b5, which is a really fun move that you get to play in those positions because you get to hold on to the c pawn. It's cool. Would recommend. Okay, this is an interesting move because I feel like I can grab this. Okay. So you're agreeing with me that I can grab this? Do I have a million friends on chess.com? No, I turned my friend requests off because I used to get too many friend requests. Basically, was too many. I did not like it. We will give a little check. And I missed the fact that they can play that move. My bad. I was gonna play this move, but now they're gonna take my pawn. White people sad. White people so sad. I guess I can play this move and then bam, maybe. I'm not sure. Can't figure out how to get games on my phone. I'm not sure about joining Arena on phone. I think it's difficult to do. An article on chess.com about men being creepy and befriending every girl they see. Oh fuck, I did miss that. It was a nice resource. However, we're still up a pawn, so I rate our chances. Chat. Cat animations are deeply pog. Thanks, Spenny. Do you like them? I feel like I should add them to my overlay for Can for the chess tournament. So you guys always have something to talk about. You can just talk about Maxwell. Maxwell the cat. I love Maxwell the cat. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, interesting. We do want to get behind the pawn. Okay, that's probably going to be a drawn game. A drawn ending. Sadly. Sadly, probably. Sag, Pepe hands. Pepe hands chat. I feel like we were doing so well. We were winning. But then we weren't winning, which is so sad. Because we fumbled the bag, chat. We fumbled the bag. Great song. I agree. I like Rena. You're a 1200 elo scrub trying to learn how to play this game, Abraham. Well, that's all of us, so don't worry about it. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I don't really know why she's thinking so long. TBH. Oh. Okay, GG, good game. Oh, Maxwell is in the wrong place to cover my opponent's profile pictures. Okay, Maxwell's gonna go there. That's the goal of Maxwell here in the corner. He covers the opponent's profile picture. Guys, if you're interested in playing in the viewer arena, you just need to join the club. You can do so here. Join the club on chess.com. Are we gonna get a nice Roy Lopez? What the fuck is this? No one ever gives me the Roy Lopez that I deserve. I just want a little Roy Lopez as a treat. Why would they do this to me? Video has a lot of free information, some conflicting about chess. Okay. So. I hate this. I don't want to play the Italian game or whatever. I want to play the Roy Lopez. I don't know what to do with my bishop on c4. I don't know what she does there. I don't know where she goes, why she lives there. I don't understand. Okay. This is like kind of like a fried liver, right? But then they play this move. I don't know, I'm just going to play d3. 586 rated, doesn't know the mainline Rui Lopez. Ugh, imagine not knowing the mainline Rui Lopez. How dare they do this to me? Ka-chow. I feel like we just take. This is so much more entertaining than watching Hikaru. Thank you. Although, you know, Hikaru's great. Glenn, we are already friends on chess.com. We are literally already friends on chess.com. Guys, I think it's likely that maybe we can grab and play like Rookie 1, Ka-chow, we play D4, we win the piece, but I don't know. We'll see. Whoops, your Prime disappeared back now. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Nice save. It's fine. What is Hikaru? Hikaru is a chess player and streamer. As chess.com streamers, we must bow down to the almighty Hickey. Hikaru is pretty legendary chess streamer, chat. I even referenced him in my recent chess.com article. What's up, Cincy World? My opponent is like not playing badly, but like moves like this are not good. Perhaps. I have a channel point redeem where another spinning cat is added. Oh, that's so true. Every time someone redeems like 100,000 channel points, we add another Maxwell. Do you think Hikaru knows who you are? Yeah. After I was harassed by Stephen Loeffler, his mods on his channel created a poll. Was it like valid? Was it justified for Stephen to do this or what, some bullshit? It was like really shitty. For his mods to do. TBH. TBH, it was kind of shitty. Okay, I don't want to lose this bishop. I don't know. I want some fancy stuff. Like I know there's just okay, yeah. Never mind. I never get what I want. Okay, they can go here. We just play bishop g3. Like Hikaru, it was not Hikaru's doing, it was his mods, but I just feel like that should never have happened. Like it just shouldn't have happened, you know? This 600 is playing pretty well. Cats are a nice touch. Thank you so much, B8 checkmate. Okay. But you know what? That king is not safe, and I don't want that king to get safe. So if they don't castle this turn, if they castle this turn, we are winning a pawn. So that's not so bad. But if they don't castle this turn, then maybe like we want to prevent them from castling. We want a game. Okay, we're just going to win this pawn, I guess. We are playing a viewer arena, so you are more than welcome to join the viewer arena, and you can come and play a game against me. Go for it. But you know, it's just like who gets matched up, whatevs, you know. We're just gonna grab this, and we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna go here. Okay, we are up a rook, so I have high hopes for us in this game, chat. And now we are just clean up a rook with no queens on the board. So I have very high hopes for us. I don't know why I played b3. I think it's because I saw my opponent's clock was just like counting down. So I was like, maybe we'll just play some moves and see what happens. You think we have a cheater in the arena? Who do you think is cheating in the arena? We're just going to grab some pawns. I mean, we can just play rook e8, I guess. Rook e8 does win very quickly, like trading off their rook. But, okay, this is easy peasy. You love me, Cincy. You just got here. I find it very unlikely that you love me. And if you do love me, why are you not subscribed? And if you do love me, why are you not subscribed at tier 3? That is the most important question I have for you. Yeah. I just feel like if this was true love, you would be subscribed to me. So no hate, but like I don't buy it. Okay, I just want to like cut off these squares. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Come on. I want checkmate. I'm sure I've missed several checkmates already. GG, good game. Did you get the custom board? It's a stylish extension. Love is an action word? What do you mean? Thank you for all the follows, chat. Oh my gosh, Sensuel didn't even follow me. He loves me, but he didn't even follow me. Mr. Dodgy is going to give me mainline Roy Lopez. Mr. Dodgy is my best friend. How can you subscribe? Hit the subscribe button. Thank you, Mr. Dodgy, for giving me a little Roy Lopez as a treat. Fake love, for real, for real. I mean, I highly doubt somebody has been in my chat for like approximately 12 minutes and following for 1 minute does in fact love me either way. So I'm not too stressed about the fact that you think that my perception of his love for me is not real. Like, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm not too stressed about the whole situation. Okay, so is this like where we grab and they grab and we play rook here and they play bishop here and they get a whole lot of, you know, tempi. He gets a lot of attacking. It's very aggressive. I don't know. I'm kind of stressed about that. I wouldn't usually be stressed about it, but this is Mr. Dodgy and he's quite good and I've only ever beaten him once. Yes, chat, I have beaten Mr. Dodgy. So yeah, I feel as though maybe we shouldn't take, but then maybe taking is best. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I feel like probably it is best, but who knows? Not Lula. To be honest, I much prefer playing these Roy Lopez's like with more of like a closed center. So what he said, okay, I'm finished playing Hearthstone, now fully focused. Apparently he was not focused before. I feel like that's so rude. Why is he being so rude to me? Why is he being rude, chat? How do you get a custom board color? It's a stylish extension. It's not exactly an Irish accent. I can't do an Irish accent and I would never attempt it. So yeah. That's spooky move. It's kind of spooky. Is he going to like sacrifice? I hope he doesn't. I wouldn't like that. That would not be ka-chow. The thing is like everything I know about the Ruy Lopez has like more of a closed centers. So like I just move the knight. But now this is like very open. So I don't have time to just move the knight. But I'm moving the knight anyway. So I don't know. Like the knight is just kind of hanging out. The knight is going to come here. And maybe here potentially. Okay, so the horse. So basically he's saying, okay, I'm going to hold on to this pawn, which is completely fine. The cat turning around on the record player is making you dizzy. There is no record player. That's my arm. But yeah, I'm sorry if that cat is making you dizzy. You can focus on the chess potentially. That might help. The cat being a very small part of the stream, I'm sure you can handle it. I'm sure you can cope with that. Okay, so I'm a little bit stressed because obviously like takes and like however they take, they're obviously trying to get like this bishop to be good, and the bishop is good, which is kind of stressful because I don't want the bishop to be good. Like I would love for the bishop to not be good. So, but I don't really want to allow takes here either because obviously my bishop is pretty good. So I'm going to do this, but I don't think it's the best. I'm a little bit stressed about my position. A little tiny bit stressed about my position, which could be better. My position could definitely be better. But you know, we're playing against Mr. Dodgy, so it's whatever. It doesn't matter too much if we win or lose. Because, you know, maybe it's about the Mr. Dodgies we made along the way. I don't know where the queen is going. I don't really know what we're up to. I'm not sure what the plan is. Maybe we're just hanging out. Okay, what do we actually do? Kind of tricky to find a good move. Maybe we should have allowed them to take the bishop. I don't know. Maybe we just go here, develop the piece. Rebuild Hadrian's Wall. That's not my responsibility, I have to say. Like, of all of the people whose responsibility that is, it's not mine. Also, I want to say hello earlier to the Iceberger. Hello, and I also wanted to... Oh, I just hung a piece. Okay, I want to say hello earlier to Guy, who was here. There are a few people. Lose a full bishop. You mean... Oh, wow, yes, I did lose a full bishop. I'm just going to resign. I mean, playing against Mr. Dodgy is kind of a hopeless situation, so I don't really feel too caught up about losing. Contemplating joining the arena so that Lula can kick my butt? I'm sure I wouldn't. You should join. You should definitely join. Why not? This is weird having this bishop out, in my opinion. My extraordinarily humble opinion. Okay, that is actually, yeah, okay. This is fine. This is fine, chat. This is completely fine. That's actually slightly annoying. My move order was slightly off, I think. Okay, but they're letting me recapture the pawn. They could have played b4, I feel. I feel like they could have played b4. Would I win a 1200-ish player? Maybe if I didn't blunder a piece. Yeah. You know, there's always time to blunder a piece. Always. You said win, not beat. Would I win one? What do you mean, would I win one? Like a goldfish at a carnival? Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering initially, if that's what he meant. I feel like, no. Someone help, when I press on the sub button, it shows me benefits and emojis. How can I subscribe? Just scroll down and then hit subscribe. Like, just hit subscribe. Come on, you're proving your love, sir. I feel like you could be, you know, you could be doing better. I have to say. I do have to say. I don't really know why I brought the bishop back. It was probably not the best of shouts. Okay, maybe we're just gonna like push. I don't know where the bishop is going. Maybe the bishop will come somewhere. I don't know. I have not played this particularly well. Okay, but they just blundered a pawn, so we'll just grab it as a treat. As a little treat. I don't really want to give up my bishop for that knight. Oh, that is... Yeah, I'm okay with giving up this bishop. That is the bishop I was going to give up anyway. There is a second sub button within the subscribe tab. 10 out of 10 information being provided here from Cassidy Nolan. This is, okay, do you know what, Cincy World? We're going to time you out until you figure it out on your own. There you go. In the quiet corner for you. Will I be going to New York with Anna Kramling? I didn't even know that Anna was going to New York, so I feel like maybe that will answer your question. Is it rated? No. No, no, no. Is smurfing? Well, yeah, I would guess that this is not actually their rating. But whatever. It is what it is. You're up a pawn. Hopefully we can stay up a pawn. You want me to Bong Cloud, Simon? Okay, in the next game I will play the Bong Cloud. I should have white in the next game, so that should make it more straightforward. Oh, I did hang a fork. Good for me. Very good. Very clever. Okay, but if I go here, can I get like, if takes, can I check here? Nah, because they're just going to, if I check, they're just going to take, and then I have a queen versus a rook and a knight, so that's no good anyway. That's 300 ever. I mean, they're quite clearly not 300 chat, so no biggie. No big deal, chat. Okay. Not much we can do about that. I hung a fork. But you know, this knight is better than this rook right now, so I have to say, this knight is killer. A good knight. It's a good horse. Study the London system, that will make Simon happy. Give a check. Oh, well, that's... Maybe I had an easier win there. Like, maybe I had better than, maybe I had better than, doing what I did. Maybe I had better than doing what I did. I don't really know why they're still playing, to be honest. Good game. Please don't play in my arenas if you're not going to have an accurate rating. It just upsets everybody. Like, no one has a good time. Maxwell's still there. Of course Maxwell is still there. You're not smurfing. I did not accuse you of smurfing, but your rating is clearly not accurate. Oh, I have Buncloud. I forgot. Okay, sorry. Kingy too. Okay, this is Buncloud. It's still Buncloud, chat. It's still Buncloud. Okay? Okay. They're obviously going to try to get a tempo on my queen. This is why I don't play. I'm actually 1900. Okay. Of course. I don't know how it's not accurate. What do you mean I'm dog? If you're a furry, we don't support furries here. This is... Simon, is this a good enough Buncloud for you? What was the song's name? It was Bound to. Right, I do need to get my king safe, don't I, chat? Maybe we'll do what we do in the Tarash, where we like play... Maybe not. I did hang this pawn, my bad. Ah, fuck. It's fine though, maybe. What? My bishop? I mean, my knight. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I understand now. I get it. Okay. This is fine though, I think. We just play f4. Queen here is a little stressy, but it's not that stressy. It's not that stressy, chat. Because now we actually have g3 protected by the queen, which we didn't have before. What is Buncloud? How did I find a worse Buncloud? Because I forgot how to Buncloud. Buncloud is when you move the king in the beginning instead of playing a different move, basically. There's a lot to unpack here. Scary pawn. It is a scary pawn. I agree. I agree. Very scary. I'm kind of dead, I think, potentially. We shall see, chat. We shall see. You could finish the arena. Thanks for playing anyway. Okay. I'm not sure if we've got anything here, chat, but we will try our best. I don't think we've got anything here, chat, to be honest. A takes, king takes. Maybe there's this. Actually, no, there's not because of the... Okay. We're gonna try our best here, chat. Maxwell should be president. I hard agree. Hard agree. Maxwell should be president. President of everything. Why not? President of the world. Maxwell should be like president queen. Why didn't I just take this pawn? I'm not sure. Maxwell should be president of whatever Maxwell wants to be president of. Okay, we're obviously winning now. They've given up the queen. Guys, we won with the Buncloud so far. So far, so good. So far, so good, chat. GG, we won with the Buncloud. Okay? Happy? We have a little mini streak. We're on 3.5 out of 5. I'm not playing against viewers. I'm playing in a viewer arena, which you're welcome to join. You can join here with the club. Scuffed Bun Cloud at that. I know, right? Scuffed Bun Cloud, because I forgot. It was good. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Okay, we play the French. If you're new here, we play the French. Simon has redeemed Bon Cloud. Do you know what? I will Bon Cloud in the next white game. I don't really want to Bon Cloud in this one because it's hard enough as is playing the French without Bon Clouding. So yeah. Okay, so let's see my opponent, how my opponent plays this opening. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. We are playing the, this is the winner. And we are attacking the bishop as a treat. And we are we gonna take? What are we gonna take? We're gonna take. We're gonna take. And takes. And then we get rid of our bad piece, which is the light squared bishop. Right, yes, that is a little bit annoying, I suppose. I guess we have to play this move here. Oh, I just hung a piece. Never mind, chat, we hung a piece to someone who's also clearly not 900. Wide peepo, piece. Wide peepo, piece hang. We are down a piece. Can we come back from this? I believe we can, chat. I have full faith that we can come back from this. You always fall for that trick. I think we can come back from this. TBH. We are already gonna get 2 pawns for the piece. How is he not 987? I just think he's playing better than 987. I think he plays better than I did when I was 987. It's not a criticism. It's a compliment, if anything. Okay, we have 2 pawns for the piece. Definitely could be worse. Their rook is also stuck guarding this pawn if they ever want to keep it, you know? If they really want to keep it, they're stuck. And the pawn is also pinned. Like, none of these pieces can move. So I kind of don't hate our position. I'm also going to play, I think I'm going to play like 95, potentially. I guess 95, this move is annoying. G5. So here and here is annoying. So maybe I'll play. It will bring the knight a longer way. I'm not really in a rush. Have I ever done a look back on old VODs to see how much I've progressed? I have done that once or twice. I think chat didn't really like it though. Chat was not excitable about that. Okay. They can grab this pawn. We will grab this pawn. Now we have an outside pass pawn. What's up, Isolated Matrix? How are you doing? Nice to see you. You like my wiggling cat? Thank you. I like Maxwell as well. I'm a big Maxwell fan. So if takes. Do we want to trade off this minor piece? Maybe we have actually this fork. I missed. Do we have this? There's a rotating Maxwell as well. Yeah, there's actually 3 Maxwells. We're playing a new game. It's called Spot the Maxwell. There's 3 of them. And if you can see all 3, then you gain a special buff, which gives you plus 50 elo for the rest of the day. Yeah. It will get harder eventually when there are more Maxwells, but right now it's only 3, so it's not too hard. Okay, chat, I told you we could come back from this. We are now up on material. We have 5 pawns to 4. And feeling pretty good. You have 25 elo now. Very funny. Chat's very funny. Right, how is our horsey going to rotate? I'm sorry, I'm not even speaking to the microphone. I'm literally speaking like in front of the microphone today. I'm sorry. Right, so our horsey needs to get some stuff going. I don't know. You can also just push. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe our knight just like needs to do something. He's gonna create a pass pawn on the side of the board, I fear. I think he may also want to go here and I just can go here. I don't know. Maybe we can go... I'm not sure. I'm kind of scuffing this one, to be honest, chat. I'm not doing such a good job on this one. I could definitely be doing a better job on this ending. We are going after these 2 pawns. Okay, maybe now our knight can do something useful potentially. We'll see. I've kind of abandoned my A pawn, which I feel a bit bad about, but I feel like life is bigger than the A pawn. Life is bigger than the A pawn is a good lesson to learn. And maybe we will push, and then if push, we just come up. Get the horsey involved. I am trying. I'm trying my best. We won on time! The feeling that half the people I'm playing are underrated or else sounds bad. Right, I was meant to play a Bon Cloud, but was that this game? Simon, am I supposed to play a Bon Cloud in this game? I don't remember. Is this supposed to be a Bon Cloud? I don't remember. Don't? Okay. Play the Tarash. Okay, so you have this IQP. Can play queen takes because there is no knight c3 with a tempo. And then I guess we can grab here. Bum, 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 bum. Now what? Maybe just develop. You could add an electronic cat somewhere because you've already got rotating microwave and vibrating infrared cat. We just need UV visible cat to complete the set. I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest, I have to say. It's a good question. I guess it's technically possible to have a, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep giving checks. To have a, what do you mean by electronic cat though? Like, how do we get the cat to be electronic? Could you like provide a little bit more context for me? We're just gonna castle. I don't think this is the best shout because we traded off our good bishop, but whatever. Bye, Tava. Have a good day. I'm just gonna castle and hope for the best. Maybe here. So this is IQP, which is a static weakness for us to play against, as we know, chat. Also, another thing we know about the static weakness of the IQP is that we want to trade off as many pieces as possible because the more pieces are traded off, the harder it is to defend an isolated pawn like this IQP here. So we are very happy to trade lots of pieces. White wants to keep pieces on and checkmate us. That's the whole point in taking on an IQP position. Is to play aggressively and to win quickly. So yes, that is the goal if you're playing with the IQP. And we would like to put pressure on the pawn, blockade the pawn, and trade off pieces. That's our goal. Giving chat a mini lesson on actual things that I even don't know how to do. I'd never do them correctly. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Sounds like a plot. What do you mean? Maybe we can take. Takes. Do we have anything fun here? No. But maybe we can do it anyway. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna go here, I think. Maybe this was bad shout because now there's rook c5 actually. Yeah, this was bad shout. Should have just played rook takes c1 check, I think. I don't think we're gonna do anything mean to any electronic cats, chat. I think if we have an electronic cat, it would just be regular Maxwell. Like, Maxwell is an electronic cat. Like, you know? He just is electronic cat already. You know? That's his whole vibe. He is already electronic cat. Because he's like digital cat. You know? Maxwell is like, he is the cat we need at this time in our lives. And I just think maybe perhaps some of you are not respecting Maxwell in ways that Maxwell deserves to be respected. You know, I'm not trying to be unkind, but Maxwell is a big part of my life. And I just wish at times you guys would take that seriously. Okay? Maxwell is a big deal to me. Alright, we're going to give up, like, push, and then try to get this move. Amelia, chat's being mean about Maxwell. Amelia, I'm sorry about not knowing the question, answer to the question about the chess people. The old chess people, you know? You know the ones? You know the ones, Amelia? I know you know the ones. Is Maxwell real? What kind of question is that? What do you mean is Maxwell real? Have you ever seen a cat? Like, Maxwell is so real. Of course Maxwell is real. What a silly question. Of course Maxwell is real. Like, what does that even mean? What could you possibly mean by is Maxwell real? I'm so confused right now. So confused right now. Does Maxwell be real? He does be real. Yeah. He does be real. He kind of does be real and real. He's real. Maxwell is real. Why is everyone being so mean about Maxwell? It is quite clear to me that Maxwell is real. It should be evident to you guys as well that Maxwell is real. Just saying. Maxwell is as real as you and me. Maybe even realer. I just realized that I don't even have a threat because the rook covers the square. None of us are real. You need to wake up, Lula. I find that highly unlikely. See, chat, they cannot avoid a queen trade. Okay, we are in a slight pickle, but it's okay. We definitely could have played better than we did, but it's still fine. Maybe we'll see. We shall see, chat. Oh fuck, I actually just hung that pawn with check, but thank you for not taking it. Thanks for not taking it. Appreciate it. Becoming harder and harder for white to make moves. That was very silly. We are now no longer losing, which I think we may have been losing before. I am, however, in a slight pickle when it comes to the clock. In a very slight pickle. In a pickle. Chat. Fuck, my rook! Okay, we did lose this one. Oh. I feel like my mods are not modding today. I've had to ban like 8 people. I'm not criticizing, but I have banned like 8 people. I was doing a collab. What's up, mods? Maybe I need some more mods. Maybe that's the only issue. Maybe I just need some more mods. I feel like this is just objectively bad because of the pawn structure. Like, how can this be good? How can this possibly be good? You're ready to be a mod? I find that highly unlikely. That is not the king. I was like, I'm gonna check the king. That is not the king. I feel like we should be winning. Why are we not winning? Thank you for the follows, people who are new. Guys, if you're new, we still have 10 minutes left of the arena if you want to grab a blitz game. is unrated. We're gonna go here. I know I think they want to castle long anyway, but just put everything in the center. Pieces belong in the center. Guess maybe rook here makes sense. Okay. Maybe we'll go here. Maybe we should have played that move initially. I did consider playing this move initially, but I didn't. We will take bishop takes, queen takes, check. Do I play stray? No, I didn't enjoy it. Oh wow, okay. Okay. I'm kind of mad that we have a bishop against the knight. Sorry, knight against the bishop. But it is what it is, chat. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna, I don't know, centralize the king. We have a pass pawn. That's key. Key here, chat, that we have a pass pawn. I don't want to give up any more pawns as well. We're gonna push. Push, 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 push. Okay, we can do this move. I know we want to have the pawns on the opposite colored squares to the bishop, but we have potential for stuff. I feel like there's potential for stuff, chat. I'm not playing against viewers, I'm playing in viewer arena, so if you'd like to play, you can join the arena. There's not very much time left though. I'm afraid Maxwell supports Andrew Tate. That's actually not true. That is a myth. Maxwell does not support Andrew Tate or any of his subsidiaries. He tweeted about this. No, Maxwell did not tweet about this because Maxwell is a cat who does not have Twitter. So, not really sure what you're talking about. Are they going to play this move? That's kind of annoying. I guess we just keep checking and taking stuff. Show me the Maxwell tweet. Maxwell is a cat. Maxwell cannot tweet, and Maxwell would not support Andrew Tate. She didn't move horse to d7. What is wrong with horse to d7? What did I miss? Okay, they literally just hung their bishop. This can't be going that badly for me. You don't think this guy is the best ever? No. He's not the best ever? No. Are you sure? He actually can't get close to the pawn. How insane is that, chat? He can't get close to the pawn. Wow. Look at this. That's crazy. That's so crazy. We don't support Andrew Tate here, and if you do, you can leave. You can leave. You can admit it and I'll ban you, or you can just leave of your own volition. However, if you're an Andrew Tate supporter, I would seriously question your free will capacity for reason, critical thinking, and volition, and your status as a free thinking human. So, like, you know, like, you know, you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm not interested in it here. We're not interested in it. We're just gonna take all the pawns and promote all the stuff. Of course, of course. What's he doing? What does he think he is doing? Getting close to my horses. Give some checks, potentially, with the horses. And bring the horses over. Bring the horses, chat. You need to bring the horses. Make sure you bring the horses, chat. You have to bring the horses. You have to bring the horses. Wait, why did I think the horse could go here? Lula, that's not how horses move. Is this stalemate? Yeah, hold on. Hold on, chat. I don't want to stalemate. I want to do a knight checkmate, but I do not have one. It hasn't been 50 moves, so I can come back. So he can go here. I'm gonna allow this. You bring the knight. I want to bring all the knights in. I do want to bring all the horses. Okay, but it's also gonna be stalemate again. So I'm gonna run out of time, chat. I'm gonna run out of time. Okay, GG. I didn't do horse checkmate. Why is Lula emanating school bully energy? I'm not. Look, this is a nice checkmate. Look, the horses and then the queen. They're just like hanging out. This is I'm sorry. This is actually the only way that I know how to checkmate is with 4 horses and a queen. So yeah, it's the only way I know how. So I'm on 5.5 out of 8, which is pretty good for me. The queen is protected by 3 horses. Where should I send the medals? You think you saw me in the Olympiad? Did you play in the Olympiad? Person whose account was created 1 hour ago. You did? For what country? Person whose account was created 1 hour ago. For Myanmar? Yeah? What board? Right, I'm not getting paired into a new game. White people are sad. This is an interrogation? No? What do you mean? Interrogation? Don't be silly. Have you guys checked out my new chess.com article that's out? It came out on the weekend. 61 to 62. Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about. The boards of each team changed every day. depending on how you did, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about which board did you play. That was a nice tournament. I agree, it was a nice tournament. When you on board 60 for Jersey, well, thanks, Mr. Dodgy. Okay, guys, 10 seconds left in the arena. It looks like Fearless One has won the arena and not Mr. Dodgy. Sorry, Mr. Dodgy. Congrats to Fearless One. Claps. 12 wins, 2 losses. Very nice, very nice. GG's. Board 3. Women's Open. What board did I play? I wasn't at the Olympiad, so I feel like you're making it up. GG's, guys. GG's. Okay, how many games did I play? I didn't play that many games in this arena. Let's have a look at the standings. Where are the no arenas? There are. Okay, so we have. Thank you everyone for playing. I came 9th. I played 5, 6, 7, 8 games. So I'm going to say you have to have played at least 6 games to be eligible for the chess.com free membership. 6 games, especially because first place played 14 games, so that's not even that many. So at what point did people start playing 6 games? Okay, like 7. Okay, so we can do. Yeah, somehow I managed to fit 14 games in. 12 wins, 2 losses, 14 games. Crazy. So let's do RNG. And 36. Let's see if player 36 played for most of the arena. Voodoo. Voodoo, do you have a membership? Voodoo does have a membership, so we cannot gift it to him. He has a gold membership. I was going to gift a gold membership. He does. He already has membership. Yeah. Sorry, Voodoo. Sorry, Voodoo. Mod luck. Well, at least you got chosen. This person also has a gold membership. I can see from that golden star. Everyone does accept you. Is that true? Everybody has a membership except you, Marco. Is that true? Okay. Leo Lundstedt. 5 wins, 2 losses with a rating of 473. That's impressive. That's impressive to be consistently beating 1,000 plus rated players as a 500. Beating a 1,500. Interesting. Very interesting win. Very interesting. Okay, but a 500 does not find knight d5. No, sorry. Chris Stevel. Hello, what's up? I would have to get the account checked, and that would take too long, so I'm going to gift it to somebody else. Okay, this person has cat profile picture. We're going to gift to this person with the cat profile picture. Zeltrax27. Are you in chat? Would you be interested in a little free membership? With your nice cat membership? Is this you, Marco? Is that you? Is that you? Oh, look at that luck. Look at that. What are the odds? I mean, your head is full. What do you mean? Okay, congrats. I'll be sent. Hold on, let me do it now. Congrats. The palace cat? Yeah, I think it is a palace cat. I love palace cats. You're home with COVID? Oh my gosh, I hope you feel better soon. That's horrid. I really hope you feel better soon. COVID is the worst. I've had COVID only once, but it was awful. Okay, so your username is... I'm going to copy paste it so I can't get it wrong. Okay, and usually it comes through either, if it's not the same day, it will come through in the next couple of days. Like tomorrow usually, or like very soon. So, that has been sent through. So hopefully you get it soon. I hope you enjoy it. I do believe you get like unlimited lessons and some puzzles and some cool stuff with gold membership. So I hope you like it. 3 times here and somehow it was completely different each time. What do you mean different each time? Everyone's profile pic is cat next arena. Oh my gosh, if people have cat profile picture for each arena, that is kind of, yeah. I feel like the RNG, 3 times COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I feel like there are different variants. Like, for example, I'm not sure if I had the Delta one, which was like the second wave where you don't lose your sense of taste and smell, but it was like really bad other symptoms. Like, there are definitely different types that you can get multiple times. So yeah, it's horrid. I'm so sorry you've had it 3 times. I am very grateful I haven't had it since I had it the first time. I had it so badly though, I feel like I must have produced some pretty hefty, some pretty chunky antigens. The Delta is more of a physical. Michael's funny. I feel like Michael's on form at the moment. Michael, how's Singapore? Are you enjoying? Are you having a good time? Are you having a fun time in Singapore? I don't know what to do now. It's like 4:20 and I've already streamed for like 3 hours 15. Usually I'm just like starting my stream. So I have no idea Michael sent me a trophy great student. Literally started taking lessons from GMs instead. Unforgivable. Michael, you have not offered me a chess lesson in such a long time. I would love to have a chess lesson with you. But you know, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. And I play the French now, and you don't play the French, and I do play E4 though. Do you play E4? I think you do at times. So maybe, yeah, you do play E4. I know you're in your 1d4 phase. Okay, let's do a chess lesson, Michael. Not right now, but let's do a chess lesson. I play the French when my game is live on your stream, and that's it. It's clearly Simon getting lessons from Lula, not the other way around. I kind of disagree, to be honest. I have to say, I play c4, d4, e4 to equal level, yep. What about b4? Do you play b4 to a higher level, equal level? Let's play a blitz game with b4, chat. Let's do that. Let's play, okay, never mind, we can't, but we can play, okay, we can't play, b5 is not going to be good here, but we can play the Borg defense. Here we go, chat, the Borg defense for you. Are you enjoying this? Are you guys enjoying the Borg defense? I feel like it's good. It's really good opening. I have 100% win rate with the Borg defense, personally. This is the best opening I ever saw from Lula. Thank you so much. I agree. Lula's openings are great, especially the Borg defense. I don't want any nonsense with like stuff. I'm just gonna push, I think. I'm a little bit stressed about my position. A teeny tiny bit. Ooh, interesting. This is actually getting very interesting. Okay, they've castled into open files, chat. What do you think about that? Do you think that looks good? I'm not sure. That king looks windy. My king does look a little bit windy, but my king is going to be very safe on the queen side. Hopefully that's where I would like my king to go. So that is my goal, is for that to happen. I'm not sure if that is going to happen. I'm not sure how we are going to achieve that, but that is my hope, my dream, my wish. What's up, Prophylaxis? Resistance is futile will be assimilated. What do you mean assimilated? Like absorbed? Okay, guys, I don't really want to fee and catch my bishop, but it's kind of hard to get the bishop out this way, especially because this bishop was here. So now for some reason they've gone here, and we're just gonna have to play like a6. Okay, that's fine. That is totally like whatever. I don't mind that. Okay, we're gonna go here. That's fine. It's all fine, chat. It's all fine. It's all completely fine. I know I said it was not fine. Did I say it was not fine? Well, it is fine. It's completely fine. The problem is that the potential for them to go here. So maybe we are going to have to go here and then we can go here. This is, you know, we've had safer openings. We've definitely played safer games of chess, but we are not cowards, you know. We're not cowards. We're playing the Borg defense. The Borg defense is for fighters. It's for true valiant soldiers in this chess world. So, oh fuck, I hung a piece. Do you know what, chat? It's fine. The Borg defense is, you know, I'm still 100% on the side of the Borg defense. I did hang a piece, but you know, that was completely my own fault. Fuck, this is not going well. We may have hung a piece, but it's about the pieces we made along the way, you know? This is not looking too good, chat. I have to tell you. It could be looking better. It's not looking that good. It's not looking good, chat. We are down a substantial amount of material. I have to admit. Okay, we got some of it back. There's still +6. So, you know, +6 is not necessarily what you want for... Okay, that is definitely a threat. I've seen better threats though, chat. I really have. I've seen better threats. That's kind of like cowardly. That's kind of embarrassing. Like, why would you make that threat? Out of all the threats you can make, why would you make checkmate threat? That's kind of cringe. Don't you think that's kind of cringe, chat? I think it is. I feel like it is embarrassing and cringe. Okay, maybe they can do this, but I'm just gonna move. Okay, I can't move. Never mind. Yeah, I have to say, chat, that this is not looking that good for me. And I have had better games. Wait, did they hang their queen? No, it was pinned. Okay. All right, it was pinned, chat. It was fine. It was pinned. Okay, I have to say, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay. We are going to play this move because it delays checkmate a little bit longer. Do you know what? If we hadn't hung the piece, I think we would have been completely fine. I don't think it's the fault of the opening. I think it's the fault of me. And I think that the Borg defense is perfectly valid. I think she is so valid. The Borg is so valid. She's such a valid girly. And, you know, this is my own doing. It's my own fault. You're supposed to blame the opening, not yourself. But this is my fault. Okay, so if we take, then we're just going to get checkmated. I have to say, chat, this is not looking too good. I have to say, it could be looking better. But it's not right now, which is sad for us. It's very sad. Arena's over. Mods can delete. Thank you, mods. Do you know what, chat? I feel like maybe we're losing this one. I hate to say it, but I think potentially maybe we are losing this particular game at this point in our lives. You know? I can't believe this isn't checkmate. They're only up 8 points of material. Offer draw saying, sorry, I meant to play 1d4 mouse slip, but I'm playing with the black pieces. That is so rude to bring the horse at this point in our lives. You know, we've been through so much together and now you bring the horse. Disgusting. Disgusting. Did Chestercom crash during the arena? No, not once. We've been through so much and then they developed this horse. Awful. Vile. So rude. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this, chat. We all know it. Of course they developed it. Of course. We're going to resign, but we're going to play another game and we're going to play the Borg defense again. Okay, we're not going to play the Borg. We're going to play the Grob. I feel like we're going to do a little bit of damage to our Blitz rating, but not on purpose, just because we're playing fun openings. Fun openings are the way forward, chat. You know, fun openings, if you can, you should play them. Why not? Like, who's gonna stop you? Not me. I'm gonna encourage you. I'm so encouraging. I'm so nice. I'm joking. That was satire. Okay. Maybe we will like push the board. That kind of hangs a pawn. Not a lot going on at the moment in my brain. Not got many brain cells going on. Okay, we're just gonna keep pushing. There is this check. but it's fine because this is just like in the king's gambit, right, chat? You hear me? Chat, hear me out. This is just like in the king's gambit when you let the queen check you and then the king comes to f1 and then you gambit the king, right? The king's gambit. So that's exactly just like this. And so exactly, that's why, for example, right? Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pin this. I feel like chat's really listening to me right now. Okay, we're going to attack the queen as a treat. Okay, interesting. That was definitely a fun place for her. It's definitely one of the most fun places I've seen for her of all of them. We're listening. Chat's listening. I'm sorry. I'll actually speak into the microphone now for the first time in this stream. We're going to keep attacking the queen because we're going to try and trap the queen because we are tricky. We are tricky, trappy people and we have hung a pawn. But have we hung a pawn? Yes, but it doesn't matter. Why does it not matter, chat? Because we have something that they'll never have. A king on f1. Fuck. Okay. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. We're actually going to take because, chat, what they have neglected to notice is that this pawn is still hanging. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very fun for them. Very cool and fun. Good for them. We're just going to trade and trade. Love to see it. Okay, they have now noticed that the pawn is hanging. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Thriving. Absolutely thriving, bestie. Good for you. Good for you. I'm going to grab this. No, I can't because I was like, I can grab and then grab the check, but I can't because I grabbed this with check. Oopsies, my bad. But maybe I can. Oopsies. No, I can't because then there's a pin. But can I? I'm going to do it. I don't think it works out tactically. Does it work out tactically? I feel like it doesn't work out tactically, but maybe it does. I'm just going to grab this pawn. And then we... Oh, fuck, they can take back with the horse. Guys, chat, I missed out that they can take back with the horse, but it's fine because we took that pawn instead. It's fine. We're only down one pawn and that one. We're only down 2 pawns, chat. We're only down 2 pawns. And we're going to go here. And they can have discoveries on my rook. That's true. But what do we have? You know, I think maybe playing the Grob was a bad shout, chat. I think maybe playing the Grob was not the way forward in this game of chess. And, you know, the Grob teaches us a lot, but I'm not convinced it can... I'm not convinced there's any coming back from this. I'm be real with you. I think we're just kind of dead. I think we are completely dead. So, yeah. Not feeling good about this. Maybe they'll hang back rank mate, chat. Maybe. I think maybe it's time I stop playing chess. I think that's it. I was very excitable about the prospect of playing the Borg and the Grob, but then I realized that they are actually just bad and that I cannot compensate for... I can't compensate. No compensation. I just didn't really want to allow them to take here with check. But now they have this check. Okay. Ugh. Focus on the Berlin and the Catalan. I don't play the Berlin and the Catalan. I don't play either of those. Okay, I guess this is where the rook is going. Well, I'm glad I didn't mouse slip it to d6. I'm glad I mouse slipped it here instead. That's definitely a better place for it. So this is not going that well. Like, of all the chess games I've had, I've definitely had more successful ones that have gone better than this. We're just going to take a pawn and give up the rook, apparently, Lula. Apparently, Lula. Oh, okay, they give us the rook. Okay, we're still down a piece, but we have an outside pass pawn and a dream. What do they have? A bishop? Embarrassing. Who needs bishops? We have generous of them to give me the rook. I know, it was kind of generous of them. They probably shouldn't have done that. Kind of silly of them. Kind of silly, quirky little move from my opponent. Quirky little move. We're just going to keep attacking this bishop because I have no other things going on in my life. I'm not attacking the bishop. Not to mention the h-pawn is the wrong color. OMG, so true. The h-pawn is the wrong color. So clever. So true. Take it. See if I care, bestie. Take it. Take that pawn. I'm just going to keep being annoying. As annoying as possible. Okay. We are going to go here. Okay, I may have overlooked this perhaps a tiny bit, a little bit. I can take this pawn though. OMG, who is she? Lula. Just saying. Now what? Chat. Okay, we're gonna go after this one. You take my outside pass pawn. I don't need her. I don't need her. I absolutely do not need her. You know, we're getting closer and closer to this being a draw, chat, because if we just get it down to rooks and a bishop, if we can trade off the rooks, it's a draw. So that's what we're going for. We're going for draw the position at all costs. Okay, very rude of them to not give me that pawn. Incredibly rude. Incredibly rude. So rude. Okay, I don't want to give up this pawn, but there's not much I can do. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Okay, we give a check. Come here. We hope they take with the bishop so that we can get a little bit more shenanigans. Then maybe they have this move. Or even this move. We're just going to be a pickle. We're going to be a little pickle. We are such a little pickle. We're such an annoying little pickle. Oh, fuck. We're so annoying. We're so annoying, chat. We're going to win this game, potentially. On the clock. On ye oldie clock. Or we shall not win the game. That is the other option. Is that we lose the game. Which is seeming quite likely. This is not going well, chat, I have to say. Yeah, they can actually promote now. Not good. We win! Oh my gosh. That felt mean. Oh, I feel bad. I kind of feel guilty. Oh my gosh, no, I feel guilty. Oh no, I feel bad. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh no. Oh, we won? Oh no. Apologize? Sorry. Okay, I apologize. How does he flag with 2 seconds? Because he's stressed. He's like, where do I put the king? She gave a check. This is why we keep the rook, chat. Yay! That was a stressful time, I have to say. Oh my gosh. Okay, this easy win with the grob. Easy, perfect game with the grob. Perfect, easy win with the grob. What's up, hey ports? Guys, this is grob 100% win rate today. 100% win. Would recommend playing the grob at all chances that you're given. Yeah, grob any day. Grob, tried and proven. Yeah, exactly. See, we have to win a game with the Borg, and then I will go away. Okay. Okay. Right. We're Borging it. Anyone make a Lula Grob joke here yet? Not today, but yes. There has been Lula Grubs. It's like a bingo card in a Lula arena. Yeah, that's true. That is true, but not... I have a tummy ache. I have a tummy ache, chat. Why do I have a tummy ache? White people sad. Miscellaneous wing attack. What, G5? That's an annoying move. Guys, can you believe we're up a pawn? We are up a pawn and we are living, absolutely living, we're thriving with the Borg. The Borg defense. The Borgiest of openings. That's what they call it. Did you know that? They are like, by they I mean like the chess people. They're like, wow, which opening is the Borgiest opening? Right? That's exactly what they say. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure which opening is the Borgiest opening. But it's like, yes, you are sure which opening is the Borgiest opening. It's obviously the Borg defense. Like, that's so obvious. You know? You know? I feel like chat's not listening to me. We're going to go here and here, maybe. It's a quirky little horsey hop. Horsey goes hop, and then maybe it will... Okay, never mind. Apparently it doesn't go hop. Apparently not, but we're going to go here. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Maybe it's not actually. Maybe this is not fine. I was like, yeah, then we go here and then what, Lula? This was actually just bad. I'm just not doing a good job, chat. Okay, but we are literally defended, so... We are literally defended. What are you going to do? Check me? Okay, please don't check me. That's annoying. Maybe I should have castled. I was like, I want to castle long. Okay, I absolutely should have castled. Okay? Okay? I am learning my lesson. Should have castled. Should have castled. But it's fine. It's fine now. Chat dead, cringe. Chat's been dead all day. I think it's because I started my stream early and everyone was salty about it. Everyone's like, Lula, why would you start your stream so early? And yeah, they got a little bit mad about it. Okay, we're gonna go here. No, I don't know. It's just, I did start my stream a lot earlier than usual. So I think they just weren't expecting. I literally have just hung this pawn. What's wrong with me? Where if I go here? And then I go bam, bam. What if... Okay, I'm just going to have to give up the pawn. Am I? Maybe... This is bad. Maybe go here. This is not looking thrivable in as an environment for me. Yeah, I feel like I just had a lot of lurkers today, which is fine. I'm okay with it. I'll live. We were definitely doing better until I hung this H pawn. White people sad. Oh, that is white people sad. Okay, I guess we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay. I'm going to go after this bishop. I'm going to try and trade. Still hoping for the best. I feel like white had better moves earlier. Come on, take it. It's free. Obvi. Take it. Take it, take it. Take it, take it. Take it. Never mind. Never mind. You gonna check me again? Fine, whatever. Go ahead. Check me. Oh shit, my stuff. Oh no, wait, it's fine. I can just go, keep going. Oh, I literally have a passport now. They've helped me to get a passport. Correct arc now is for the G pawn to win the game by becoming a queen. That's so true. That is the correct way for the game to continue. And I feel like that is how the game will continue. Okay, we have got our last pieces out. This is delightful. This is actually so yummy that this is... Okay, maybe it's not so yummy. Maybe it's not that yummy, chat. But maybe we can go... No, never mind. Maybe not, chat. Maybe we are just... Or queen is evil. So true. No lost panic. I know, no lost panic. No lost panic. Maybe we push a pawn. I lose the knight as well. Just 1 rook away from full development. It's true. Impressive, right? Where does this knight go, though? Okay, we're just gonna lose the piece. I don't care. See if I care, chat. See if I care. See if I care. Lula, I lost my first classical game. How do I recover? Cry and eat your feelings. I'm sorry that happened to you. What happened? What went wrong? What went wrong, bestie? Fuck my fucking life. It's fine. 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 Ugh, how do I keep fucking up? It's not a day for me for chess, I guess. It's just not a chess day for Lula. It's not a chess day for Lula, and that's okay. We can cope with these. We can cope with this, that it's just not a chess day for Lula. It's okay. It's manageable. It's a manageable experience. What am I doing? Fucking everything up. It's okay. It's okay, chat. It's okay. Just played bad and realized I knew nothing about chess. But none of us know anything about chess. So, like, if none of us know anything about chess, like, it's obviously not your fault. It's not your fault. It's okay. It's okay to lose as well. Everybody loses. Even, like, Nepo. Nepo's kind of good. Fuck my life. Jesus Christ. God, I hate chess. Okay, I think we're done for today before it should get tilted. Oh, let's raid somebody. I'm also hungry. I usually stream after lunch, and I was like, Simon, yeah, so like after lunch or whatever. And he was like, yeah, lunchtime is good. And I was like, okay, so I haven't actually had lunch yet, chat, and it's 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. and I haven't had lunch. So I think it's time that I got to eat lunch. That's my humble opinion. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Does Lula deserve lunch now? Yes. No. GG's. It's fine. It's a joke. Half my viewers are going to be like, no lunch for Lula. And then all the girls in chat are going to be like, yes, oh my gosh, how have you not had lunch? Because girls understand lunch. Girls understand the necessity of lunch. Okay? Guys, if you're new here today, welcome. I see lunch liberated. See. Poll is tight. It kind of is. If you're new, then thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson with Simon, and I hope you enjoyed the arena if you played in it. I will be back tomorrow with another stream. So if you have not followed yet, please do consider dropping a follow, because then you'll get notified when I'm live. And yeah, we'll probably be streaming most days this week. Tomorrow's stream, I think, will be a bit later, kind of probably starting around 4 o'clock, and it's 5 o'clock for me now. So much later, but yeah. Long time listener, first time chatter. What's up, Voodoo? Thank you for doing my commands today. Cramling will play Tilted Tuesday, Titled Tuesday. Today is Monday, so I don't think she'll play it today. This seems unlikely. Who are we raiding? We are going to raid... I'm not sure who we're going to raid. Also, guys, I need to figure out... What I'm trying to figure out next is how to get my stream also on TikTok at the same time. That's one thing that I need to figure out, is how to stream to TikTok and Twitch at the same time, because that's what everybody else is doing. And I would like to do that as well, but I just don't know how to do it. Yeah. Like a ton of people do it. Like Davina does it, and like lots of people. I think today we're going to raid... I think we are going to raid somebody new. I don't know. Who are we going to raid? I'm not sure. Thank you for the follows. I don't know who we're going to raid. Mid-Monday. Maybe we should start calling Mondays Mid-Monday. We had the big fun. I had big fun today as well, guys. I hope you had fun today. Guys, yesterday I got sushi in the evening for me and my mum, vegetarian sushi, and she was so excited. She was like, we should make Sundays Sushi Sunday. She was like, we should do Sushi Sunday every Sunday. Like, I was like, oh wow, this is like a level of enthusiasm I have not seen before. It was so sweet. So I think maybe next week we are going to try and make our own sushi, and then we will order sushi when I'm back from my chess tournament. I'm sorry, I'm still like deciding who I want to raid. Let's raid. Yeah, we'll raw fish. No, I'm vegetarian, so it was veggie sushi. We're gonna raid KG Lands because he's also doing one of the games for my commentary for Cannes, so you guys should hang out with him a little bit. Say hello. Does Lula deserve lunch now? Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I won this. I'm so happy that I won this poll and that I deserve lunch now, so I'm gonna go make lunch. Somebody else what I was gonna have for lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch. I have some... all of my food is fucking expired. I have some expired vegetarian sausages that I might eat. So... I might cook those. So yeah. Raw broccoli. I'm probably not gonna make raw broccoli. Guys, I hope you enjoyed your time here. More tummy ache later tonight. No tummy ache. That's not... It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, bye. I'm actually leaving now. Guys, if you're new here, please do check out my other social media. I will be around on everywhere else. And yeah, really late lunch. It's gonna be basically dinner now. I'm actually just gonna probably go and make early dinner. So bye guys. Bye. Have fun. Love you guys. Love you. Look after yourselves. See you tomorrow. Bye.